Well, shoot, I was supposed to play the other video, but it didn't play the other video. Oh well, screw it. Howdy, folks. I was gonna do the Vilemike theme song, but it didn't play. Don't know why. So that guy was a vampire before he became a Bajoran Vedic. Yes, essentially. You're talking about Frank Langella. He's a great actor. I mean, he's been around for forever. Well, I don't think he's actually still around. And yes, LDG is already here. Sorry, I didn't say hey.
Good morning, Vietnam!
Hello.
This isn't Vietnam.
Feels like it sometimes.
This is San Diego.
The morning stream today felt like it. Certain morning stream. How you doing, Vile? Hello, everyone. What? Who?
You're gonna make me look it up. Who Frank Langella played? Was it a Vedic or someone else?
Franklin who?
Frank Langella. He's an actor. He played Jaro Essa from The Circle. Okay. Yeah. He was he was a bad guy.
Yeah, he was the bad guy.
It was continuing a conversation we were having in Andy Trekker's stream where I was we were talking about Dracula and Blade, and I made a joke comment about what about Frank Langella's Dracula? Because I'm selling it on eBay.
I haven't seen that one. The last thing I saw him in was recently was the Kidding show. The Jim Carrey show, Kidding. He was in that. Most recent thing I remember.
I'll take your word for it. I'm not a huge fan of Jim Carrey as of late.
Well, that Kidding show is quite interesting, actually.
How you doing,
Dealing
Candor?
with mental illness.
How about you? Okay.
Oh, I'm just peachy.
I'm okay.
Before the stream started, LDG and I were talking about how people get offended. So I thought I'd tell a story about what happened when I was working this week. I'm not going to say which client it was, but one of our clients has Christmas cards in the stores. And it was my job to pack them out and make them look pretty on the shelf and stuff like that. And this guy walks up to me as I'm packing them out. And he gets offended because only 2 out of the 6 cards I was packing out said Merry Christmas. And one of them said Happy Holidays. And he got, as I said, he was like, doesn't look like a lot of them say Happy Holidays. And he picks one of them up to look at it. And I'm like, does it really need to say Happy Holiday, or does it really need to say Merry Christmas? It has a picture of Jesus in the manger on there. And he just flipped out on me about the whole, well, they're trying to take the Christ out of Christmas. And I'm like, again, you're holding a Christmas card that has Jesus on it. Just because it doesn't say Merry Christmas does not mean there's a war on Christmas for this company. And he was like, not having at all. And of course, he also wanted to get mad at me because apparently Walmart, which again, I don't work for Walmart, is the leading cause of the war on Christmas. And I'm like, why are you shopping here, dude?
Taking Santa, taking Jesus out of Christmas, what, compared to putting it in the first place? Because Jesus had nothing to do with Christmas before, right? Originally?
Well, Jesus has always had something to do with Christmas. Christmas hasn't always had something to do with December.
The pagan thing. That's what I'm talking about. Or that wasn't called Christmas.
No, Christmas is short for Christ's Mass, which is
That's right.
a Mass they would hold for the Catholic Church on the day he was born.
Or the day they just hijacked the day.
Yeah.
All right.
Because if anyone knows anything about sheep shearing, then you would know that on the day Christ was, or the day before Christ was born, the shepherds had their freshly shorn sheep out in the pastures. Well,
freshly shorn sheep. Say that 5 times fast. Freshly shorn sheep.
But if you know anything about when you shear a sheep, you don't shear a sheep in the middle of winter. You do that in the spring. So, yeah. But again, the date doesn't really matter.
But hunky dory.
Well, the funnier part was this guy obviously came into the store to be offended. Because I'll see if I can show this real quick. Oops, wrong one. And of course, the camera doesn't want to work. Let me see if I can do it this way.
Well, it looks like it just became the LDG Positive Candor show. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Come have a seat. How you guys doing? Big news today. We have something, a very interesting day ahead of us today. We will be sacrificing sheep live on the air. And if anybody wants to have, yeah, no, I can't. Sorry. Joking. So what's going on, Positive? How you doing?
I guess he's back.
There he is.
He's back.
Okay, that was freaking weird. I was trying to turn on the camera and freaking stream all the devices disconnected from StreamYards.
Yeah, cool. That's a cool trick.
I didn't plan it, I swear. See if I can bring up the other camera. There we go. And yes, I'm streaming from the car because that way I can smoke.
There you go.
But
speaking of smoking, oh god damn it, Yvette. There we go.
But as I said, the guy was intentionally there to be offended because one of the things he was doing was leaving these all across Walmart, including putting a bunch on the display I was building. And I don't know if you know what a chick track is, but it's basically a little mini religious comic book that tells you, if you don't believe in that particular version of Christianity, you're going to hell. So, yeah, he came there to be offended.
Either that or righteous. I find a lot of times it's not necessarily the person wants to be offended. It's that they seem that they're offended because they're trying to be righteous.
Well, that's probably
going there. I mean, I get it, but at the same time,
these little things in the past because I kind of collect them. Because Jack Chick was freaking nuts. As I said, he was one of those people who basically says that, like, if you're not even the right kind of Christian, you're still going to hell. And some of his comic books that are chick tracks show that, like, Catholics are going to hell, Jehovah's Witnesses are going to hell, Mormons are going to hell, non-Baptist Protestants are going to hell.
Yeah.
Basically, if you're not his specific form of Christianity, you're going to hell.
Yep. Trying to invent that you actually go anywhere after you die to begin with. I love it. What a great idea. Makes no sense.
Yvette, go ahead and explain what Boxing Day is, because as far as I know, isn't it just basically a trash day?
I thought wasn't Boxing Day
it's the day after
the day
Christmas.
you box stuff up? You return shit, you box things up and return it.
What someone once explained to me, it was the day that we throw out all the boxes of trash from Christmas. So I have no idea if that's true or not.
Well, shit, don't you do that the day of Christmas? I mean, what, you just keep your boxes hanging around?
I don't know. That's why
that makes no sense. A trash day, Boxing Day is a trash day? That would be funny.
That's how it was explained to me. But I want her to explain it, because the person who explained it to me was not British, they were Canadian.
Well, Boxing Day is Canadian, isn't it?
Well, it's a British thing, and it's I think Canada held on to that tradition.
Okay, gotcha. Well, everything has to come from somewhere.
Not virtual particles.
Excuse me. Yes, anything virtual doesn't come from anything. You're absolutely right.
No, virtual particles.
Virtual anything. Where does virtual reality come from? Where does virtual speech come from? No, it doesn't come from a computer. A computer doesn't make it into reality. It's imaginary. It's virtual. It's not real.
But virtual particles are real. They just don't last very long.
Oh, I thought you were talking about different virtual particles. Never mind. Yeah, isn't that a theory in frickin' substring catalyst something or other?
No, it's just a property that we've noticed that we can't explain. That even in a vacuum where there's, as far as we can tell, no particulate matter, on occasion, particles will pop into existence and disappear just as quickly. We have no idea why it happens. We just know that it does.
Mm-hmm.
And Mercer's in the house. Richie's saying that I think Boxing Day is the day the servants get to celebrate Christmas. That might be true. I have no idea. That's why we need Yvette to clarify for us. But maybe she's away from the computer making dinner.
Gotcha.
Also, not Ryan Johnson's out there, so I want to say hey. But yeah,
I doubt we could ever actually have a true vacuum, because there's always something. There's always something in there, whether it's light particles or subatomic particles going through the matter.
I mean, even in a complete vacuum, they still see. They would, even mathematically, they still appear, and we don't know why. But to go further on and how my week has been. Oh, wait, Captain MKG is trying to explain. Boxing Day in Great Britain and some Commonwealth countries, particularly Australia, Canada, and New Zealand, holiday December 6th, on which servants and tradespeople, and then he's second half, and the poor were traditionally presented with gifts. By the 21st century, it had become a day associated with shopping and sporting events. And Mercer's asking, Vile, do you speak Bocce? And the answer to that question is no. I only speak two languages, English and Bad English.
You don't speak cursive English when you're drunk?
Nope.
You know a couple people who do that very well.
To go back a little bit to how bad my week was, in addition to that asshole, I also had a nice little Karen try to get on my case this week. As I was doing my job packing some product out, she asked, or she didn't even ask. She told me to go find her something because she couldn't find it. And I said, ma'am, I don't work for the store. I'm not going to do that. And she goes, I don't care if you work for the store or not. Just do as you're fucking told. And I'm like, fuck you. And she looked at me like I had slapped her. She's like, how dare you talk to me that way? I'm like, ma'am, I don't work for the store. I can talk to you however the fuck I want to talk to you. And you don't talk to anybody that way when you're asking for a favor or you're asking for something. So you know what? Just fuck off. And she got pissed. Oh, no comments from the audience?
That's
So, yeah. This was a fun week. Let's see, Richie. Do you ever speak in tongues? No, but I am a cunning linguist. But
bump.
Come on, you don't have a rim shot set up?
No. No, not right now.
Did you actually talk to her that way? Yes, I did. Primarily because I did not appreciate the attitude, and I've already had a shitty week, and yeah. It's one of the perks of not actually working for the store is I can talk to customers however I want. Usually we're told to be polite, but we don't necessarily have to. And yeah, once it even got so bad that a guy told me to leave the store so he could try to kick my ass. Because I accidentally bumped into him and he did not accept my apology. Did you just ask if he had a gym job set up? No. Did you just ask if he had a rim job set up? No. A rim shot. Jordan, that's the bump. What you traditionally do on a snare drum and cymbal in order to, indicate a joke. It's called a rim shot. Maybe I should have a video of that set up just so I could do it. Let's see. Trying to bring one up so I can show it, or at least have you guys listen to it. That is not what I wanted. That's an ad.
Oh,
Hopefully you heard that.
Yeah. We heard it.
Well, what if she were to contact your actual employer and report your behavior? You may not be working for Walmart, but you were there representing the... Yes, that is absolutely true, Richie. But most people are freaking stupid. And she'd have to figure out what company I actually work for, because I don't even work for the company I'm packing out. So she'd have to contact that company to find out which merchandising company that they hired to do that particular store. Then she'd have to figure out which employee I was, because obviously she wasn't paying attention to my name or anything. So she'd have to, she'd have to do a lot of work. And let's face it, that no matter how pissed off they are.
You're cutting out.
Is that why JP says that sounds horrible? Is because I was cutting out?
Yeah. Either that or your voice is just unhearable.
That's entirely plausible. Fortunately, most of my stores are very sympathetic to Karens. So, yeah. They might placate her. They might even panderize her, but they won't really do anything. Especially me. Most of my stores love me because I do a lot of their work for them.
Oh, wait, that wasn't a joke. Sorry.
What the fuck are you, on an LTE network or something? Yes, I am on an LTE network because I haven't upgraded to 5G. Because I'm cheap and I don't go to the new stuff. Yeah, that's your job, LDG, is to hit that button whenever something funny happens.
Well, yeah, and that too.
There's your problem, lady. But I remember when I first started working at the Walmarts, I had one of the Karens actually try to get me fired from Walmart. And she actually got so upset that I wouldn't help her get something that she got one of the managers. And the manager was trying to tell her, ma'am, he doesn't work for Walmart. I can't fire him. And then she started yelling at him because she called him lazy and trying to cover up for his lazy employee by not firing me on the spot. So she wanted to talk to his boss. And he eventually just shook his head and walked away from her. So, yeah, it's... Walmart knows that Karens exist. And we got Eliu here. How you doing, Eliu? Or maybe we don't have Eliu here. Does he realize he's muted?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
What's up, Eliu?
How
you doing, bud?
Trying to find a place to stay in Alaska.
You're in Alaska right now?
No. I'm trying to find a place to stay when I get there.
Oh. Is the local igloo hotel not available?
No, the hotel closed. Didn't tell me. Didn't tell Priceline. I found out through one of my tour operators saying that a couple of their customers were complaining that they tried to check in. No, night couldn't because the hotel's closed. They tried to call the hotel to confirm they wanted me to check into this. I'm like, wait. It says nothing to do with my tour. My hotel's closed. It's closed. The city closed it down because it's unfit for human occupancy. Rodent problem. No fire, no sprinkler system. Denny's is closed right there. I called McDonald's across the street. They confirmed it was closed. So I'm having a hard time getting my money back and trying to find a cheap place to stay up there.
You have like the worst luck in traveling. Maybe you should just stay home.
I already got my airfare.
Yeah. And Bird is telling you just to build an igloo.
I should.
From what I understand, they're actually fairly warm inside, but I've never.
And they're very good to hotbox too, Elihu.
What?
He's saying you hotbox a igloo.
Yeah, you can hotbox an igloo like just yourself. Just hotbox the hell out of that shit. Just hope you don't. Just hope you don't melt your door solid shut.
Fuck.
It was a rim shot. You should have been here earlier. Richie says you were going to stay in a place that was unfit for human habitation. Richie, Alaska might have closed it because it was unfit for human habitation, but obviously that's not a deal breaker. I mean, the entire state of Mississippi exists.
Wow, I had to get that one quick.
Thank you. Thank you. And now I just offended somebody who lives in Mississippi, and they're going to get on my stream and start complaining. Uh-oh, we lost Elihu. Dang it. Hold on. I'll be right back. I got to grab another pack of cigars. LDG, Candor, you got to talk.
This is the last time I bring presents to Japan.
I have no clue why they put that in there. Violent Night, must go see, guys. Great movie, awesome. Watched it the other day. It's quite enjoyable. I liked it. It's basically like it's basically Die Hard, an actual Christmas Die Hard movie, basically. But it's more like Die Hard 1, 2, and Home Alone all thrown together. Very enjoyable. I'd give it a good 8.9 out of 10. Possibly a 9. I had to watch it again. A couple scenes I had a hard time watching. Gory, not too gory. Funny gory.
It is not Home Alone 1, 2, and 3 put together. Nobody's left alone. It's basically.
No, I never said it.
You said Home Alone 1, 2, and 3. You said Home Alone 1, 2, and 3.
Zip it. Let me comment. I said it's Die Hard 1 and 2 and Home Alone all put together. It is three movies put into one.
There was no Home Alone in this thing whatsoever. Nobody got left behind.
They literally had Home Alone in the movie. They literally had the damn woman doing the scene from Home Alone in the movie. Then they also had a scene where the two bad guys are trying to get to a kid and they're falling through traps. And they even put one of the traps was like all mouse. It was all mouse trap-ish, where you had something hit something, it hit something else, and did something else, and it hit the person. So don't tell me it wasn't. It was. It absolutely was. Bert, you got my back on this.
So a movie that has one scene from another movie, it's just like that movie? No.
I didn't say it was just. I said it was a mixture. It was a mixture. I didn't say it was 90,
Yeah,
40, 30, 30, 50, 20. I said it was a
defend
mixture.
LDG, Elihu.
What?
Oh, I'm not
Yeah,
offended.
don't make me defend LDG.
Oh, defend.
just
Oh,
said-
okay.
No, I
Yeah.
said defend.
I gotcha. Yes. I said a
Elihu,
mixture.
you're putting words in his mouth that he didn't say.
Thank you. And I don't need extra shit in my mouth.
LDG will be many stupid comments that we can get on him later.
Exactly.
Now my speakers died. Sorry about that earlier. My speakers died.
See, thank you, Bird. Thank you, Bird. Definitely some Home Alone in there. Thank you.
What was that
Now,
saying
what
before?
was this
My
movie
speakers-
again?
Violent Night.
Better than Fat Man's better.
I actually haven't heard of that one. Fat
Wait.
Man.
Fat Man, 2020. Mel Gibson, one of his best roles ever.
No, really. I'll have to watch that one. Have not seen that one.
Well, I have not seen Violent Night, nor have I seen a trailer for it, so I'll have to check it out.
I've been telling Salty Trickard he needs to watch Fat Man, Fat Man, Fat Man. He finally watched, and there's a grin upon his face. I'm like, yep, I knew he liked it. Whether you like Mel Gibson, or you don't like him, it doesn't matter. It's still a good movie. Richie Pull, you're wrong.
I know the thumbnail image
Hey,
I
Richie.
see for Violent Night reminds me of Santa's Sleigh. Has anyone ever seen that?
You mean Slay Night?
No, Santa's
It-
Sleigh,
Oh, I thought you were talking about the movie
starring
Slay Night.
no, Santa's Sleigh stars Bill Goldberg, the as Santa Claus, the guy from the wrestling dude.
Oh, Goldberg.
I don't
yeah,
know his
okay.
wrestling name. And basically, the plot of the movie is Santa is actually a demon that was tricked by an angel or God or something like that to basically be a good person for 1,000 years. And then finally, 1,000 years is up, so he can go back to killing people. So he goes and starts killing people again until he's tricked into being a good guy again at the end.
Oh, wow.
And how you doing, JP?
That's cool.
Hey,
I hate Christmas crap.
Caddy would be
Yeah.
too excited watching Violent Night. Keep her away. I'll keep that in mind, Bird, but odds are we'll probably go see it now.
Oh, Bill Goldberg. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So this isn't more of a horror than
Well, I
it's
was saying, though, the
like I
thumbnail
said.
reminds me of it.
Yeah, I got you. No, it does, because it was advertised to me. I was getting the idea that it was some kind of horror flick, but yeah, no, like I said, it's more like Die Hard. It's like a reimagined Die Hard, but with Santa. I mean, I literally would have called this movie Santa Claus Dies Hard or something like that, or Santa Die Hard or something like that.
yeah, that's definitely right, Richie Poole. There's only 3 Christmas movies in my catalog, and that's Bad Santa, Die Hard, and The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Die Hard is not a Christmas movie.
Hey,
This one is.
yes, it is.
No, it's not. It just took place during Christmas. It has nothing to do with Christmas.
It's a Christmas
Well,
movie.
no, the party was a Christmas party.
Are you saying, okay, it could have been a Halloween party. It could have been a Hanukkah party. It could have been an
Then it
Easter
would have been a
party.
Hanukkah movie. Then it
It
would have
has
been a Halloween
nothing
movie. Then the party
with
was a Christmas movie.
The plot had nothing to do with Christmas. Gremlins.
Except
yeah,
for
the plot. Okay, it kind of had some of with that. Nightmare Before Christmas. The plot had Christmas in it. Die Hard. The plot was
that
not
had nothing to
Christmas.
do with Santa Claus. It had nothing
Yeah,
to do with the
That
North
had
Pole.
nothing
That's what
to
you're
do-
trying to
that's Die
say.
Hard. It had
that
nothing
doesn't-
to do with Christmas. All it had was a party there. Yes, it was
You're
not a
wrong.
Christmas thing movie.
You're
There
wrong.
was nothing about
You're wrong.
Christmas in Die Hard.
So
except for a
okay.
party.
So let me explain this to you. So does that mean Scrooge is not a Christmas movie?
Scrooge is Christmas based because it's about Christmas. Die Hard is not about Christmas. It's about rescuing a family.
Christmas. I mean, I could see it being about other stuff too. It didn't have to be about Christmas, just like you said. It didn't have to be a Christmas party. It could have been, it could have been any other holiday, maybe. Someone being jerky around the holidays, so whether it's Christmas or
Easter. Who cares? It was about
It's a
saving
Christmas
his
movie.
family, not about the whole entire holiday.
It's a Christmas
there was no
movie.
Santa Claus, there was no
No.
North Pole, there was no. I mean, ghosts
Die
have
Hard was
nothing to
about
do with Christmas.
rescuing people, not about rescuing presents.
It's a Christmas movie because it took place during Christmas, and there was rescuing people, which is Christmas me like.
Oh, okay, Die Hard isn't Pluto. It's either a planet or not a planet. Listen, can we just agree?
It's Schindler's List,
that-
a Christmas movie, because there's a Christmas scene in it. Oh my gosh!
Can we just agree that Die Hard is more of a Christmas movie than
Hitler was
say
Santa.
American Pie?
Oh, there's a Christmas scene in that. That's a Christmas movie.
Let me just. No, what I want to say is you guys have different definitions over what a Christmas movie is, and the definition that me and Elihu tend to follow is if you remove the Christmas elements from the movie, would the movie still work?
It's a Wonderful
And if
Life.
it will
No.
work,
Well,
then
that's
it is not
bullshit
a
because
Christmas movie.
That's bullshit because like Ernest Saves Christmas is not a Christmas movie by that definition. Because you could
there's
take Christmas out and it could be Ernest Saves
How is it not a
Halloween or
Christmas
Ernest
movie?
Saves 4th of July, because you could take Christmas out and replace it with something
It's
else.
a movie. It's called Ernest Scared Stupid.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why there's so many Ernest movies.
Right?
Yeah. When other time does a company host a party?
Exactly.
Birthdays, retirements, promotions.
New Year's.
When
No.
when I worked for
Halloween.
a law firm,
Halloween.
No.
we had parties almost every freaking week. It was nuts.
Yeah, they stopped doing Christmas parties a lot. Companies stopped doing Christmas parties. It's not like it was in the 80s.
Well,
I mean, the
that's
last
usually-
2 jobs I had didn't do anything for Christmas. Matter of fact, they had not to because people were getting offended about it.
Up here, it wasn't because people were getting offended. It's because people were losing their jobs over the parties. There would be an open bar and they'd get absolutely wasted until the boss is off.
Not
I'm
a
trying to remember the last corporate party I went
I know
to.
what you mean, Bird. Well, I know the law firm that I used to work at. The only reason they got rid of the Christmas party was primarily because of cost, and they were tired of giving people time off for a party since they already gave them time off for Christmas Eve and Christmas Eve, Christmas, and New Year's. So they basically got rid of it because they were just cheap bastards.
Well, they weren't tired of it. They were trying to validate their own jobs, and they were trying to make a profit margin that always needs to be keep. For some reason, businesses think that profit needs to keep going up every year. So they're finding ways of saving more and more money. That's why they keep shaving off this and that every year, because they're looking for more and more profit margin that they'll get fired if they don't find. Well, we could save 3% of our December budget if we just don't have the Christmas party. All right, done. Knock it off. It isn't because people complaining. It isn't because, no. People are validating their jobs. Same shit Disney was doing. Disney kept removing things to the point where we had no more benefits anymore. It was fucking horrible.
What the hell are you talking about?
Disney?
That's
Disney
one
was
company.
cutting off a lot of our benefits.
What do you mean?
Every
Disney's
year
cutting off
something would
benefits?
get removed. Huh?
Benefits from what? I mean,
Vile,
I don't
he
know what
worked.
you
He
mean.
worked for
You're
Disney.
going to make me actually remember specific things. All I know is they were removing things. We couldn't
what are
do
you
or
talking
didn't
about?
have certain
You
events.
work for Disney?
He did.
Okay.
Yeah, I worked for Disney for 3 years.
Okay. What did you do for Disney?
I basically opened Disney Quest in downtown Disney. It's a 5-story virtual arcade.
Okay, and they cut off Christmas.
No. It wasn't Disney Quest that was doing anything. It was Disney. Like, for instance, they gave us the benefit of, if you worked 8 hours between a shift, you'd get time and a half for that entire day that you came back. So if I clocked out at midnight and I came back in for my next shift that they scheduled me for at 8 a.m., I would get time and a half for that day. Right? No matter how long, I'd most likely get released early on that day because I was on a time and a half scale, but you'd still get time and a half for that day. So what did they do? They took that away from us, and every single time now we were scheduled to leave at 11:45. So now it's not 8 hours. So we left 15 minutes early just to come in at the same time and not for the extra pay. That's an example of removing a benefit. They got around it and nobody else got it. But they would still tell the new hires, yeah, if you did have 8 hours or less between your two shifts, you get time and a half. But guess what? We're going to purposely schedule you 8 hours and 15 minutes. So what's the fucking point?
Because LDG, that was a technicality because you were stopping work at midnight. That's why.
Yeah, but we needed to be there. Like they were cutting off 15 minutes that we were closing up. Yeah, because they manipulated the system to save.
That we're getting time and a half.
Yeah, exactly. That's removing a benefit in my eyes.
12 o'clock midnight is the next day.
Yes. We all know that our shift was supposed to end at midnight. The only reason why it was 11:45 wasn't because there was less work to do. It was because they didn't want to pay us. They wanted to save money and remove something that should be wrong. The shift is till midnight. The shift has always been till midnight.
Until they changed it that it wasn't till midnight anymore. Duh.
Only because they wanted to remove
to save money.
that.
I get it.
Exactly. But what's 15 minutes? The whole reason of getting time and a half is because you didn't have enough time to sleep 8 hours between shifts.
Pay time and a half for 8 hours. That saves them.
You don't see how that's an example of what you're talking about.
No,
that's exactly the thing I'm talking about. Companies they'll remove the party, right? Because what's that? That's just removing the party. Why? To save money. You can still have the party. Party's still there, available.
Not a benefit.
How is it a benefit? What? Never mind.
I understand what you're saying, LDG.
Not having a Christmas party is a technicality, no different than what I'm saying. It's a technicality. They can still have the party.
Because it's different because you're talking about the reason you got time and a half was because of a technicality in the dating system that we use, meaning that instead of when you get off at midnight, technically you worked for 0 seconds on that day already, and you just completed an 8-hour shift. Therefore, you were getting double time that same day. That's entirely different because I get time and a half anytime I work over 40 hours a week. So I get and right now I'm getting plenty of overtime, double time and a half hours. It has nothing to do with that. A benefit would be like they provided donuts in the coffee room every morning, and then suddenly they stopped just to save money.
Yeah, I'm sorry, dude. You're in a different universe if you think those are two different things.
Those are two different things.
Oh, they are.
Okay, so they're
the same.
It's the same fucking thing, dude.
No, it's not.
Vile, it's the same. It is the same thing, man.
It's the same thing.
That's like saying that if they move their headquarters from originally you were working 5 miles away, but they moved, and now you're 15 miles away. Well, they just I lost the benefit of being closer to my house. Well, it wasn't really a benefit per se.
Yeah, it was.
No,
because it costs you more money to go to work now.
But they didn't do it just to screw you over particularly. What they're doing is they're trying. an intrinsic benefit, not necessarily a benefit that they provided originally.
That's just the means to the end. The end result is that it is a benefit. Look up the definition of the word benefit for God's sakes. If you live close to your job, that is a goddamn benefit. Might be a benefit only you enjoy, but it's still a benefit. I mean, you literally use the word benefit when you find a new job and you're like, oh man, you know, what benefits do you get? Well, the job's really close. I mean, that's literally something you would say if you're thinking about the benefits of a job.
Benefits are dental, medical, expenses. Those are the kind of benefits people look for in jobs.
Those are other kinds of benefits.
Maybe the word I'm looking for is perk.
Yeah, you are looking for perk. Donuts is a perk.
Yeah.
Dental is a benefit.
Yeah. I would agree that a Christmas party is a perk, not a benefit. I would agree a Christmas party is a perk, not a benefit.
So they cut out the perk of working there.
Okay, then this all makes much more sense. So, okay, the original source of the miscommunication was the fact that Vilemike used the word benefit instead of perk. I agree. It changes the conversation if you call it a perk.
Okay, so you had a benefit.
Living close is a perk.
No, perk.
Having time and a half working time and a half before 8 hours, that's a benefit. That is an officially stated in document benefit. This is something they give you that they don't have to give you on paper.
That is not something
that's a benefit.
That is something that the state of California was supposed to give you. Because by law, if you work more than 8 hours a day, you are required to get time and a half for most jobs.
See, now you're in California, which is like a state that even I can't comprehend as far as what the fuck they're trying to do. Okay. Disney actually had that rule. So I don't know. I can't talk for California.
Are you sure that was a Disney rule, or was that a state of whatever you were living in at the time rule? Because as far as I know, it is required by law for a company to pay you time and a half for any hour that you work above 8 hours in a 24-hour shift.
That's California law.
That's got to be California law, because when I worked for Kinko's, I would pull 12, 18. I even pulled a 36-hour shift once, and I did not get time and a half for anything past 8 hours.
Wow, that's
40 hours. Yeah, 40 hours, time and a half. But they easily control that. Getting time and a half for overtime is the companies have that on lock. So.
All right, I'm checking the Department of Labor right now.
Because if I'm wrong, then I'm suing Kinko's.
Hold on. The federal overtime provisions contained in the Fair Labor and Standards Act, FLSA, unless exempt, employees covered by this act must receive overtime pay for hours worked over 40 hours a work week in a rate not less than time and one-half their regular rates of pay. There's no limit in the act for the number of hours an employee age 16 and older may work in any work week. The FLSA does not require overtime pay for work on Saturdays, Sundays, or holidays, or regular days of rest unless overtime is worked on such days. So it is a federal law that if you work more than 8 hours in a day or 40 hours in a work week, you get paid time and a half.
It didn't say 8 hours in a day.
It didn't say 8 hours. It just said 40. Sorry. Yeah. I didn't hear you say 8 hours.
No.
You said 40 within a week, including weekends. Okay. I was listening. Didn't hear 8 hours in a day.
You are correct. It is just 40 hours in a work week.
Oh, yeah. LDG is right. Everybody hold on.
This act applies on a work week basis. An employee work week is fixed by reoccurring period of 180 hours, 7 consecutive 24-hour periods, and need not coincide with a calendar week, but may begin on any day and any hour of the day. Different work weeks mean blah, blah, blah.
So if your pay period starts at 1
why don't you do a control F and put the number 8 in there?
Because it only as that. But yeah,
Oh,
See, that's where it's different here in Canada. It's goes by day. Anything over 8, and you're getting time and a half.
see, I like that better because that's harder to hide. That's harder to hide than the 40 hours is easy to hide. You can hide that from your employees by
Minnesota's
just
meant
not
for 40
working them
hours for
40
big
hours.
businesses and 48 hours for small businesses.
But there's been many a days I can count many a days where I pulled more than 8 hours in a single day. Like that it ticks off 100 times more than how many times I worked more than 40 hours in a week.
Yeah, working salary versus hourly is a difference according to Richie, and it's absolutely true. If you get paid salary, that means that they can have you work as many hours as they can try to get you to work.
Which is why salary is bullshit.
It depends
I
on the
would
job
rather
you're
be
doing.
working salary right now because as a salaried employee, they were required to pay my medical benefits, and my medical benefits are take about half my paycheck every month for me to pay insurance out of pocket. So I'd much rather them pay it than me.
You want me working salary? I'm doing as little as possible.
Yeah.
I would, honestly,
you only
if my
have to
job
do
offered me a salaried position, I would take it, even if I was still working 60-hour weeks the way I am now. Because the pay cut I would get from the overtime pay would more than make up for it if I'm not paying my health insurance out of pocket.
Hell, I'd be doing 20-hour work weeks.
Some people who do who get paid salary only need to work 20 hours. Some need to work 60 hours, depending on the job.
I don't care what job it is. I'm not working 60. 40 is pushing it.
Try being a director of a TV show or a movie. You are working more than 60 hours a week, and you're getting paid
No,
salary.
Well, that's a little bit different, Elihu, when you have a contract. Like, for instance, for my company, SD GameSwap, I hire myself as a general contractor, which means I get paid per the job, which means I don't have to pay myself an hourly rate. And I can technically, if I want, work more than 40 hours on my own business without having to pay myself an hourly wage. Because if I had to pay myself an hourly wage for some weeks, I couldn't afford to keep my business open to pay myself, if that makes any sense.
By the way, JP finally got married. Talking to Orville, JP, he posted a picture of him and his wife.
What?
Egotastic fun time. JP, he got married and he posted a picture of his wife.
No idea who that is. I thought you said JP, and I thought you were talking to me. So.
No, sorry. No, JP from Ego Fantastic.
I don't know who that is.
Oh.
Sorry, that's like telling you guys that Mrs. Vile's sister-in-law's brother finally got married.
Who?
Exactly. No one knows who that is, so they don't care.
I thought you guys watch him. Oh my gosh, Keith Richards is old.
Why is he not dead yet?
Well, what we could try to do is have a bunch of people here and do a Deadpool for 2023.
You mean do a Deadpool?
Do you know what a Deadpool is? Not
No.
the character. I'm talking about what the character's named after.
Yeah, no.
Oh yeah, I'm not gonna die for about another 30 years.
Choose a bunch of that.
Sorry, I got a helicopter going overhead. Hold on a sec.
You choose a bunch of celebrity names, and you make bets on who's going to kick first that year.
That's been going around for years.
It's called Deadpool.
Yeah, it's a Deadpool. choose a bunch of celebrities, and you get points for however many celebrities actually you chose that died that year, and the winner gets, a pool of money that people had put together. So, like, for instance, if the 5 of us were to make a bet, we'd say put all $5 each, and the winner would take the pot at the end of the year.
We have 13
The
days till the
ones-
year's over.
The ones I've seen
No,
were
I'd say we do
completely
it for
different.
2023.
Oh,
Vile, the ones I've seen were completely different. It's a set of like 30 names of celebrities that get picked, and then there's odds calculated, and you bet for the odds per celebrity.
Yeah, I've seen it that way too.
That's the best way, because you can bet on someone that's like 10,000 to 1, and they kick the bucket.
But the way
So-
the way I would do it is the way I kind of explained it, only because that way we're not stuck on the same 30 celebrities. People could bring in whoever they want, and the only point they would have to argue is if that person is actually a celebrity. The character Deadpool was named after a Dirty Harry movie called Deadpool, about a Deadpool game that show business folks were doing. One of them was murdering his Deadpool picks. Well,
that worked.
In that case, Darren, he's still technically named after a Deadpool, because the movie is named after the Deadpool. So either way, Jordan says, I'll put $5 on Patrick Stewart next year. Oh, and Mrs. Vile's in the house, so everybody say hi to Mrs. Vile.
hola, Miss Cardenas. I'd rather have $5 on Shatner. He's older.
Yeah, I would. If I were to do a Deadpool for next year, Shatner was going to be on my list.
Odele vato, what's happening?
Are you born in East LA, man?
No, she's from Tijuana.
Is that the same place, man?
No, because San Diego's between the two.
No, San Ysidro is between the two. You can't just walk to San
Darren,
Diego.
I get that,
from
but what I'm
Tijuana.
saying
Well, you
is,
can, but
either way, Deadpool is still named after the idea of what a Deadpool is.
Oh, Dandelion's here. Hello, Dandelion. Quick, somebody play her theme music.
she's been here.
I don't have her. I don't have that. I don't have the
I was
ability to
prompting someone else.
do that. Oh, LDJ?
What? I'm sorry. What? Who? What?
No.
He
Oh.
has a
You need
rim
to pay
shot.
attention.
What? I'm filling a paper out on Google. I'm sorry. What happened?
You got to play Dandelion's theme song.
Oh, Dandelion?
Yeah.
Do you know what I have to do? Give me
Shut
5,
up and do it.
4, 3, 2. Tim, I'm gonna kill you. Put back my brand. 1, 0.
And he doesn't know how to count.
Yeah, it's as far as
Sorry.
we can go without getting Vile stuck.
Sorry, Dandelion. It's chat, and I don't have my glasses on right now, so I can't read it.
I know San Ysidro is more Tijuana than California.
What's funny is she spelled San Ysidro wrong. It starts with a Y.
Why?
I want to go to Tijuana and see if there's a bar called the Titty Twister.
I don't think there is.
She could easily tell you about all the strip clubs down there. Ironically,
Oh,
she's never
there's-
taken me to a strip club down there.
Pretty sure the strip
But,
clubs in Mexico are no different than the ones in Canada.
Oh, you want to know something funny? My entire adult life, I have never been to a strip club.
You're sheltered, boy.
I didn't say before I became an adult. I'm saying since I became an adult, I've never been to a strip club.
I practically lived in one since I was like 16 to like 22. So
One of my best friends in grade school, his mom was a stripper. And I remember going to the strip club, as an elementary, kindergarten, first grade, second grade, going to the strip club. So in the morning sometimes, so she could pick up her paycheck, because she would alternate with my mom to pick up the kids and drop them off at school.
Plus, it's hard to see the chat in SteamYards because of the stupid activate Windows signia.
Huh?
Well, the other thing you could do is go to the YouTube page and pop out the chat, then close the window.
No, I closed the YouTube.
Yeah, but if you go to, you can go to the YouTube, pop out the chat window. So you'll just have the chat window by itself, and then you can close the YouTube window again.
And it
That's
still
too many.
counts as it still counts as a view for Mike because his YouTube channel is still being streamed.
You already got my view.
That's weird. It does it for me even when I'm on other people's streams.
No, that means I have to have another tab open.
Oh.
I like having like less than 5 tabs open.
Yeah, I'm not really like Bird of Prey, who has like 40 tabs open on 6 different browsers.
Oh, my wife is like, you look at her Google when she's got it open, and you cannot read the tabs. That's how many are open.
Recently, my daughter upgraded her cell phone. It was one of the first major purchases she made after getting a job. And I took her old phone basically to install some games on there so I can play some games that take up too much room on my phone. And when I first opened it up and I opened the browser, she had 40 some odd tabs open on Google Chrome. And on the Samsung browser, she had like 60 some odd tabs open. And
Why?
I'm like, how the hell
Is the phone working? How is it still working?
Well, that's one of the things she complained about is one, she had dropped it and the screen had cracked. But the other thing was she was talking about how slow it was getting. And I'm like, that's probably why it's so slow.
Answer me this. How do people have a device like a phone and they keep breaking their goddamn screens?
I don't know. I've had my phone this is the phone I'm using right now, which is I'm using as a hotspot to even use the stream right now, is 8 years old without a single crack or scratch on the screen.
Hey, there was a time when you had a cracked screen. You were it. You were the in crowd when you had a cracked screen or broken screen.
I've had 3 smartphones, and none of them.
Mrs. Ball's saying, we haven't gone to Hong Kong yet. I'm going to take you there someday. And she's saying she's not referring to Asia. There's a strip club in Tijuana called Hong Kong. Actually, one of my coworkers has said that next time she comes to San Diego, she wants Mrs. Vile to take her to that strip club. So that'll be a fun visit, I'm sure.
Be right back.
Yeah, no live streaming.
Where did I put my lighter? There it is.
If anybody doesn't mind, I'm going to put it in the... Do I have a wrench?
I have no idea.
There we go. I do. I'm just testing Google Analytics integration. If anyone doesn't mind clicking that link.
Is Dirty Dan still there outside the airport? I have no idea, Bird. I've never even heard of Dirty Dan's.
Ooh, I could stay at a hostel. Sorry, I'm looking at hotels right now.
Well, I am...
Wow, $130 a night. That's the average
No,
price
I'm
I'm
not
looking at right now.
finding. According to Yelp, because that was the first link that came up for it. Apparently, it's on Convoy Street, which is not near the airport. So, let me.
Hostel.
Apparently, it's now Dirty Dan's Pure Platinum. I've heard about it as Pure Platinum. I've not heard about it as Dirty Dan's. So apparently, yeah, it's still open, but it's not near the airport. But let me see if I can find it real quick.
Well, not per se condemned, Richie. Basically, it's a fence around the property, and nobody's allowed in it until the city says so.
Did save it right, didn't I?
No, I don't want that.
New days.
Son of a bitch.
There. Thank you, whoever that was. Yeah, it's working. Nice. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Wow. Okay, I think I know where I'm staying.
All right. When I was in high school, to one of our formal dances, I took a 19-year-old stripper who worked for this strip club to one of my high school dances.
Wow.
And that was
Might have
because
been
I
better
worked
going
at
to
Jack in the
Hooters.
Box. And I worked for Jack in the Box, and I worked with her mom, and her mom was like, "Oh, you should ask my daughter to go." Uh-oh, we lost somebody. We lost Gandor. And yeah, so that's how I ended up taking a stripper to winter formal. But yeah, I think it's not really funny, but the whole fact that I've dated more strippers than I've been to strip clubs in my adult life. I don't know. I'm weird. Bird is saying Dirty Dan's was literally at the end of the runway when I was there. Yeah, I'm guessing it moved because it's saying that the address is in Kearney Mesa now. Which makes sense because Kearney Mesa has a lot of that kind of stuff now. That's where Cheetahs is at. That's where a lot of adult bookstores are at. So it makes sense that they would have moved there. Downtown doesn't really have a lot of that stuff anymore. It's not that long of a walk, cosmically speaking. Yeah. And yes, Dandelion, strippers are people too. I got 4 people on here and no one's talking except me.
Sorry, I'm scanning reviews of the hostel. I'm like 8.7 and 9.3. The only negative response I see is can't smoke inside. Can't smoke inside. I'm like, holy shit.
So you can't stay there then because you'll die if you can't smoke your thing.
I didn't smoke when I was in Hawaii in my hotel room. So look at this. It's run by this woman. Sweet little old lady since 1991.
Darren's saying mass murderers are people too. Yes, but there's a big difference between giving someone a boner and killing somebody, Darren. That's okay, Bird. If you want, post the link when you got it ready. So what else you guys want to talk about?
What else is going on right now?
Need more coffee. Be right back.
Coffee would be nice. I'm out of coffee.
I'm on my second big cup of coffee. Yeah, LDG was complaining earlier that I put Fireball in my coffee.
I wasn't complaining more than I can't believe you like that. You have to drink it. I mean, if you're drinking it, then you're drinking it.
About your life, it would be a bestseller. Suggested title: Yes, this really happened. The Vilemike story.
Walk hard.
Well, Richie, it's funny you should say that because I've had a lot of weird shit happen to me in my life. Plenty of unplanned children. School shooting, shot twice.
Wait. You laughed under. What did you say about your children?
Well, LDG, how long have you known me?
Crap.
Long enough. Oh, wait. Sorry.
Okay, when you met me, I had one kid who was at the time a teenager. That was Caddy. Now I've got 4 ages 18, 12, 13, and 7.
Dude, people like you should chop off their dick.
Hang on, I'll be right back.
The ladies just want it. All the ladies just want your kid for some reason. That's
I gained 3 kids that are not newborns. So yeah. That basically what happened is I discovered that I had another kid, and I was told that she had some siblings, and I treat them all as if they're my kids. So even if 2 of them aren't biologically mine, they're my kids.
Oh, okay, clarified. Well, we are all family. I wish more people would see it that way, but
Elihu reminds me of Keith Richards. I imagine getting high off of smoking either of those corpses.
Hang on, I'm trying to adjust my speakers.
I'm drinking my last beer for a total of 10 days. Why are you stopping drinking beer for only 10 days? Yes, my dick had nothing to do with the creation of at least half my kids, but still.
Okay, it wasn't my speakers that went out. It was the outlet that went out. It just popped. Like, holy shit, my outlet's gone.
Ah, you blew a fuse.
Basically, yeah, the outlet's not working anymore. I'm going to get the fuse box right now. Fuck it.
Why take so long to drink 1 beer is the real question. Yeah.
Because I'm a lightweight. It takes me several hours to drink 1 can of beer. Unless I'm live streaming with Deej, which he'll make me drink and get drunk.
House arrest with alcohol monitoring? Oh, that sucks. What did you do, Mr. CCDB? Because, yeah, depending on what you did to deserve that is what depends on whether you're the bad guy or not. Because we all know that out of everyone here, I'm the villain.
You're the bad guy.
I should rewrite the lyrics to the Grinch. Instead of being the Grinch, it'd be Vilemike.
You're a mean one, Vilemike. When you take those present sights, and it's too early to
Wait a second. Why is this white on white?
Because when I try to sing, it's just a crime.
It makes no sense. Oh, I have dark mode on. Oh, God, I'm stupid.
Hey, you guys heard that? He admits it.
Oh,
right,
man, am I dumb. Oh, my Lord. This whole time I've been working on a web page and totally forgot to turn off dark mode. So I'm going off the colors of dark mode to change the colors of the website that everybody else is getting completely different results. Sorry. Okay, we're good. We're on board now. I got to fix this. I had a white font on a black background, but it's dark mode. So it's actually a white background. So I have a white font on a white background when everybody else goes to it.
It's like trying to look at a picture of a snowman in a blizzard, right?
I could see. I thought it looked just fine. Oh, my God.
Darren, I kind of agree with you.
I'm sorry.
I've never been, as I said, the primary reason I've never been to one as an adult is because I've never cared to. I don't really see the appeal, but for those that do, I don't care. I mean, I also don't see the appeal of, certain comedians, but they're popular. I'm not going to fault them for that. Digital Invisible Ink.
That's only $39. Not bad.
When I got back from Bosnia, I spent most of my nights in the strip club. Hey, Mr. CCTV happens to like him. I'm not going to fault him for that. I might fault him for getting the DUI because that was stupid, but, going to a strip club isn't stupid other than, to me, it's a waste of money on overpriced drinks and women you can't touch.
Some places you can touch.
Not in California.
No, that's why I said some places you can.
What's the point of going if you can't touch?
I know.
But when I look, I can get that from porn. I can look all day long. Anyone
that's
can.
That's how I kind of look at it. Have you guys seen the trailer for the film 65 starring Ugly Keanu, a.k.a. Adam Driver? I have not. I've never even heard of that film. Okay, I look it up, and the first thing that pops up is Adam Driver's new film, 65, Blast Dinosaurs into Extinction.
Okay.
All right. After a catastrophic crash on an unknown planet, pilot Mills discovers quickly he's actually stranded on Earth 65 million years ago. Now, with only one chance at rescue, Mills and the only other survivor, Koa, must make their way across unknown terrain riddled with dangerous prehistoric creatures. I'm sorry, I might have to go watch that one, Darren, because that sounds freaking awesome. I'll watch the trailer after the stream only because every time I watch a trailer on the stream, I get in trouble with YouTube. And they block my freaking stream from people being able to rewatch it. Not that I think a lot of people are rewatching my streams, but still. It sucks when I'm checking my list of streams and suddenly one of them's not there.
Non-smoking. Is there any damn hotels that are smoking that are online? Sheesh.
Yeah, we finally get a dinosaur movie that isn't a Jurassic. Well, my whole point, I agree with you, because 65 million years ago wouldn't have been the Jurassic period. It would have been the Cretaceous. And even then, Jurassic, a lot of the dinosaurs in Jurassic Park aren't from the Jurassic period. So
yeah, mostly the Cretaceous period, like the Stegosaurus.
yeah, what is it like? The amount of time between T-Rex and well, there's another dinosaur in there is further there.
32 million years about from the T-Rex to Stegosaurus. So 30 million years.
Yeah, so there's more time in between us and Stegosaurus and T-Rex than there is between T-Rex and us. I'm not being an idiot, Darren. I'm being pedantic. There's a difference.
The hell, I come back and talking about dinosaurs?
Well, you are whatever Darren says you are. He knows what he's talking about.
I always like Bradbury. His short stories are pretty good. So I'm guessing this is based on the butterfly effect a little bit then?
That was an old Twilight Zone episode. Sorry, Outer Limits. Sorry. Guy wants to go back in time, hunt a dinosaur, steps on a butterfly, chickens out. Yeah. Outer Limits.
A difference without a distinction. Nah,
That's
not
really
really
what he's waiting.
If you're actually a fan of dinosaurs.
There it is.
Okay, Ross Geller.
Mm-hmm.
Well, of course, I can easily say something that would anger Darren, because I ate dinosaurs last night.
I love chicken.
Chicken
You
burrito.
You ate oil?
No, I had a chicken burrito.
Dinosaur.
Birds are dinosaurs,
Uh-huh.
biologically speaking.
No, they aren't.
Yes, they are.
Alligator and a crocodile is a dinosaur.
And so are sharks.
No.
Sharks
Yeah.
Sharks been longer than T-Rex. They were around for about 500 million years.
The clade that alligators broke off from the lineage that went into dinosaurs long ago.
Lies.
No, science.
No.
There's a difference.
Oh, there isn't.
That's the difference between science and religion.
No, because you even Dandelion, you cannot get away from your phylogeny. You will always be what you evolved from. That's why we are, no matter
Okay,
what we
monkey
do,
boy.
we are still vertebrates. We are still mammals. We are still tetrapods. We are still therapsids. We are still everything. Because the lineage, you can't evolve out of your lineage.
It's like changing your DNA to be part butterfly. Can't happen. Not compatible.
Well, you can change your DNA, but that is possible.
You cannot change your DNA. You can alter it. You cannot change it.
Altering it's changing.
What do you mean? Well, altering is changing. Okay, so you can alter. I'll bow down to that. Okay, you can alter your DNA all day long. It's happening all day long. It's happening right now.
Okay, technically you're correct, LDG, but you're still not correct.
No.
Technically is the best kind of correct.
Exactly.
I mean, hell, your body changes your own DNA by itself, for God's sakes.
I'll post something just to reiterate my point.
What was the link you put in there?
It's a link for BirdLife International.
Bird Life? Bird Life.
Yep.
That just sounds
It's
like
a
propaganda.
YouTube channel. No, wait, wrong one. Sorry.
Mr. CCDVs, my telomeres still wish I were 25. I wish I had the telomeres of a newborn. That way I'd live longer.
I can't wait if they have a telemeter drink or something.
A what?
Something to drink to increase your telemeters.
What's a telemeter?
You mean telomeres?
It's telomeres. Sorry, telomeres. It's the ending of it's basically the termination stops on your DNA. They get shorter and shorter, and that's what causes the cell to age. Makes it more. It's like your protection shit. It protects you from cancer and protects you from a bunch of different stuff. But
okay, I'll tell you this, Richie. Every glass of water you drink, there's 100% chance that one of those molecules passed through a dinosaur. That's
well, not only that, statistically speaking, every breath of air you take in was at least one of those molecules was breathed by George Washington.
Okay, Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Mm-hmm. Well, it was also breathed in by who with starts with an H.
Himmler.
All right. Bird posted his link, so everybody go there real quick and set a reminder for yourself.
Same thing goes for Jeffrey, who, and a whole bunch of people.
Yes, you are a star, Richie.
In your own eyes.
Shine bright.
Technically, some of those molecules are people who got vaporized at Hiroshima.
Yep. Not really vaporized, but
tasty, aren't they?
Oh God, are we really gonna fucking know what I meant when I said vaporized? Okay, are we really going that deep into our language?
Everything you drink was once in Hitler's ass. Statistically speaking, I don't think it's been enough time.
Now everything you drink was Hitler's ass.
That's one person out of 6 billion humans in one localized area. No. 80 years
ago,
no,
I think the range of time would have to be
at least 1 million or so.
No, I think I think the range is like 200 years for it to spread across the entire planet.
That's why I want to die. I want to be buried in like an apple orchard or something. That way, 1,000 years from now, there's apples with my DNA or whatever molecules.
Yeah, Danny Land's right. Molecules are molecules. It's one of the things that.
Or a pickle farm. There we go.
Like, you guys heard about the vanilla problem?
Pickle farm. You mean a cucumber farm?
Cucumber farm. Exactly. Did I hear of what? What was that?
You probably cut
Not
out.
you, him.
Oh. Sherlock Holmes never existed, so no.
Can you prove he never existed?
Yes.
No, you can't.
Yes, you can.
Were you there? No.
How can I be in a fictional universe?
Yes, there is an actual 221B Baker Street. Yes, it is a quote-unquote tourist attraction. No, it's not Sherlock Holmes' house. It's a Sir Arthur Conan Doyle museum.
Sherlock Holmes and Dr. Watson were in fact based on real individuals.
It doesn't matter if they were based on real individuals. They themselves didn't exist.
No,
they're a story. They're a book. They're literature based on a real person. So you have to make the connection.
Sir Arthur Conan Doyle basically modernized police investigation. He was
Santa Claus is based on a real person.
In his books, he had clues and other investigative techniques. Police did not even use that sort of shit back then. They didn't even think about it.
Jesus was based on a real person. I mean,
Sir Arthur Conan Doyle just stole the idea from Edgar Allan Poe.
Oh yeah.
Get it right, LDG. It's not Jesus, it's Jesus.
Jesus was based on a real person. Whatever. I mean, there's so many things that are based on a real person.
There are no white people in the Bible. His name is not pronounced Jesus, okay?
Jesus. I wasn't saying the person either.
Darren, just because we're not British subjects, it's still considered polite to use people's titles. And if I ever inherit
Pronouns.
my family's title, I will be going by Lord Vilemike from then on. And I fully expect everyone to call me
No.
Lord Vilemike. Or maybe I'll cut it down to Lord Vile.
Why? Because you bought an established title?
No. My
That's
family
a scam, by
actually,
the way.
no. Yeah, I've read all that stuff. What I'm saying is my family actually has a Scottish manor in Scotland. My uncle has our title. But he said that when he passes away, he's not giving the title to his son. He's going to give it to me as basically a giant middle finger to the rest of the family when they cut me out of the will.
Lord Vile. Oh my gosh.
So when he passes away, I will literally become Lord Vile, or at least Lord, my real name. We don't have to call people by titles that our nations don't recognize. What are you talking about? We recognize
Europe. We don't recognize England. Hello.
Yeah, we recognize the United Kingdom. I don't know what you're talking about. And I will anyone who's got one of those titles, I will be happy to use it as long as they don't piss me off.
Better pissed off than pissed on. What's your that sort of thing?
Lord Vile or Vile Lord? No, it would be Lord Vile because the title has to go before the name in this case.
Yeah.
I want to get a Lord titleship. I'll be called Lord Lick My Taint.
That was Rimshot,
We don't have to call people by titles that our nation doesn't recognize.
You just highlighted that.
I didn't say you had to. I'm saying it's considered polite.
He just put the comment in twice. You just highlighted it twice.
I got to share
according
this.
According to Cam's Crash Courses, there is no 221 Baker Street in London. There is a plaque on the wall, one of the first places I went to because I love the books.
I thought it was
there isn't a
museum.
Okay, well, seeing as there's a plaque on the wall, therefore it exists.
Just because there's a plaque doesn't mean something happened there exists. So it's real.
Yep.
So this is a great example of people testing things out to make sure what they're buying is what they're going to use it for.
Huh?
Any second now.
Okay, apparently there is no actual 221 Baker Street. In honor of the actual location of the books, the museum has been given that address anyway, basically.
Then it exists.
And when you get a second, I shared something.
What is this?
All right, so here's customers testing out frying pans. Nice, reasonable lady. Oh, yep. Does it flip? I'm gonna make some eggs or some stir frying. Yeah,
working. Backhands.
And you and go. Yeah, this works. Yeah, this totally works. I'm gonna knock the hell out of my husband if he touches me again.
I saw the guy doing the exact same video, the one that does the emotional damage.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe that's where they got it from.
Of course.
Richie, as long as you remember, cup the balls.
There is a 221 Baker Street in San Francisco.
Is it 221B?
It looks like an apartment complex, so it could be. I'm looking right now.
It's probably like they've got apartment 1, 2, 3, 4.
It is an apartment complex. Oh wait, that's right by the park. Shit, I know where that is.
Didn't they go there and take a picture? Didn't they remove? Didn't they remove 8675309 from the address book thanks to the song?
You mean the phone number book? Yeah, nobody's allowed to have that number anymore.
Yeah, no one's allowed to have that number now.
Well, technically you can, as long as it's assigned to you.
So you can ask for it.
You are no longer able to ask for it, but you can be assigned it randomly for certain area codes, but not all. Some area codes, it's been removed.
Oh. Well, there you
And
go.
it says, I'm cooking and have been to 221 Baker Street.
See, it exists.
Ooh, facts. Ooh.
What city though?
Nom,
Was
nom,
it
nom, nom,
was
nom,
it
nom, nom, nom.
Enfield? Was it North Mayborn? Was it Barnett? Where at exactly? What city? Barnett.
None of
North
those names
Mayborn.
just sounds like you're making them up.
Enfield. No, these are places in England that all has 221B Baker Streets.
As long as that street name and number exists somewhere, then it exists.
666 Weed Street exists.
Yeah.
London, Baker Street. Gotcha. Thank you. Actually, Richie, the 10-4 would be in San Francisco. Well, yeah, actually, it was in LA. There is no 10-4 in LA, though.
I deal with too many people in
But
San Francisco when I'm working.
But Janeway's favorite cafe is at 10th and Market. And what's at 10th and Market? Twitter headquarters.
Is there really a 10 Forward Street in Los Angeles? I don't know. I've never
You got Google. Check.
been there, but I can look it up.
Tom Baker Street. London.
Of course, the first thing that pops up is freaking Memory Alpha.
Yeah. What else would you expect?
Yeah, Memory Alpha has Sausalito as Starfleet headquarters when Starfleet headquarters is in San Francisco, not Sausalito. And somebody's backstage, dude. Mike, somebody's backstage.
Hey, look who it is.
You got a bird in a cage.
Hello, world. It's Birdo Prey 5, Cuppa. Mamo Prey saved Twilight Zone.
How you doing, Bird?
Hey, Bird, sounded good today.
I was good. I was living today like, oh, nothing's going on. It could be a good day. Mamo Prey's like, so you go on at 2:30 today? I was looking at her, I was like, what do you mean go on? Like, what are you talking about? And I realized, oh shit, it's Twilight Zone Sunday. I hadn't done anything to get ready. Usually I get ready on Saturday, but yesterday I was like, oh, today's a nice quiet day.
It was her birthday
Nothing
yesterday,
going on. I was like, oh shit. So I had to rush and get everything together. And then of all the days to F it up, I screwed up. I overwrote the master file for the thumbnail. So I don't have the layer file anymore. I just had a flat JPEG. How I screwed that up, I don't even know. The first time in forever that's happened. So I had to even just edit the thumbnail, just quickly cross out the episode numbers and just put a black box over it with a different font and update the numbers. I have to fix the thumbnail next week.
That reminds me of what was a few weeks ago, or how long ago was it that I completely forgot that it was Sunday and I went to work?
Yes,
and
that was like a month ago.
It'd be like going to school on your day off.
I went to school once on a holiday.
Oh my god!
For me, I'm allowed to work on Monday.
Did someone put you up to that, Bert?
I'm gonna check my own thing.
No, I just didn't think we had the day off. It's college.
Okay. It makes a difference when you're paying.
Holy shit. Sorry. I just refreshed the page. The price went up for a hotel by $30. Like, holy shit.
That's not a lot.
Yeah, it was $130. Now it's $161. Like, wow.
Did you check out
Airbnb? Because you got cookies enabled. Disable your cookies.
And then you're going to stay in the hostel.
I was thinking about it.
With the creepy, 18-year-olds.
And they'll stab you in your sleep.
I was thinking about it, but I'm also looking at some more reviews saying there's no security for your personal items. I'm like, damn.
Dude, check out some Airbnbs.
Right?
Yeah, it's a hostel. I expect that part, but I'm like, wow.
You can find some inexpensive Airbnbs at
Uh,
like
I'm looking at
$70 a night.
no, they're at 160 right now. 170 Airbnbs, 210.
Maybe Sarah Palin has a B&B or Airbnb you can stay in.
Oh, I'll go stay in her Airbnb as long as it's her bedroom with her in it.
I guess one for $90.
See, 90, that's not bad.
Yeah, that is not bad. And where the hell is this located?
Anything under $100 for Airbnb, you're like swimming in it then.
No, what? This is the
Be
actual
careful
hotel.
though at the Palin residence. If it's too cheap,
It
her
was
husband hunts you in the morning.
Apparently, it seems like it wasn't that long ago, but apparently it was back in September.
That's long ago.
Oh, damn. This is in an odd part of town. Shit.
Why is it in the Elihu district?
No, it's northwest of the city, north of the airport. Not near
What
restaurants.
what city? Fairbanks? Anchorage?
Fairbanks.
Fairbanks.
Maybe I'll ask Salty to ask his sister to look into this for me because his sister lives in Fairbanks.
How about you just go and choose like a smaller city?
Oh, that's right. She's divorced. I forgot. Thank you, Darren. I mean, she's available.
Elihu's going to get himself.
Well, you know what they say, Bird. Crazy in the head, crazy in the bed. So, could even have some fun there.
She'll do the hunting.
She'll be hunting for birds.
I got until the 24th to decide.
Or as she likes to call us, dinosaurs.
Mm-hmm.
I'll save the truck.
Why the hell are you going to Alaska?
I'm going to go aurora chasing.
You can see aurora anywhere in like upper North America.
Yeah, it's called Alaska.
Why? There's better places to see it.
I'm also going to be crossing the Arctic Circle.
Well, you could, you mean in Canada?
The further north you are, the easier it is to see them. So,
yeah.
Or the further south you are. Well,
the further north and further
technically
south.
in the south, they're not. It's not the aurora borealis; it's the aurora southernalis or something.
He's West
Australia,
Coast.
yes.
I guess Alaska's better for him. If he was East Coast, Iceland is a good one.
But yeah, was it West Coast right now? Alaska is the easiest and best way for me to do that. Besides, I'm looking at about 4 hours of sunlight a day.
Yep. I went to a place a couple years back in summer, and at 11 o'clock at night, it was still sunlight out.
Yeah, I'm looking at the weather. I'm like, wait, sunrise is at 10:50 a.m. Sunset is at 2:34 p.m. Wow. That's going to be freaky for me.
Yvette's telling us that you can occasionally see them in Scotland.
Well, if
apparently, Tromsø, Norway, is considered one of the best places to see the Northern Lights.
If we have another Carrington event, you can see them all the way down in Cuba.
Hey, I could see them here, no problem, in my city where I live. So, and that's the geographic center of Canada. Or was it the geographic center of North America?
Geographic center of North America is Lawrence, Kansas.
Make me pull a Google up and check.
Okay, apparently it's called, if you're watching the auroras in the southern hemisphere, it's the aurora australis.
Yeah.
Not southernalis. I was completely wrong on that one.
Not the David Borealis, the Australia Borealis.
Who?
Angel, David Borealis.
No, that's Boreans.
Oh, sorry.
Big difference.
Never mind. Hey, I've only had 3 cups of coffee, okay? I'm not fully awake.
Well, we all know that you're not an angel, Elihu, and we frequently have a bones to pick with you.
Oh, that's bad. Okay.
Huh? What?
Fucking dad jokes.
Yeah, well, I once ate a kid's Happy Meal at McDonald's. That kid's parent was upset, but still, it was a good meal.
So actually, the geographic center of North America is near Rugby, North Dakota.
Oh. Rugby, North Dakota. Never heard of
Yeah,
Rugby.
which is not very far from me. So
I've heard of Rugby, but not Rugby, North Dakota.
Been back off to
Drug.
well, Yvette, the fact that you have it as D asterisk G, I read that as something else, and it sounded even worse.
Do you dig, Mom?
I read it. I read it in my head as dung mom.
Oh.
D-U-N-G. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah, crap all over her mom. Okay. Hope she remembers her safe word. Well, there are 2 girls. Any cups involved?
No. Let's not even bring that up, Elihu.
we need a cricket noise for some things like that.
Oh, we do used to have it queued up.
I'm gonna have to load some sound effects into StreamYard so I can do the rim shot and the crickets for when people make dumb jokes.
Yeah, but you have to give it access to everybody because you just can't be the judge of them.
It's funnier if I'm the only one with access.
So yeah, it's the longitudinal center of Canada, which is like just east of the city where I live.
I got my headphones down. I'm gonna get more coffee. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, that was. Never mind. I can stretch. No, I can't. Shit. Hang on. I'll be right back.
Why can't you shit?
He backed up.
Elihu needs some X-Lax.
I need to send him some THC-based X-Lax. And you not tell him that it's X-Lax. And here's a THC chocolate bar. He eats that whole chocolate bar one sitting. He's higher than fuck on the toilet shitting himself. Oh, that would be hilarious. This is why you don't need friends like me in real life.
Yeah, you're that friend who hands out chocolate-covered laxatives on Halloween, aren't you?
Be right back. I need to teach you, Lojo.
If I handed out candies on Halloween, sure.
I'm surprised you wouldn't do something like that just for the shits and giggles, literally.
But it wouldn't go out to everybody. It'd be only certain people.
Yeah, depending on the costume, right?
And be like, yeah, you didn't put any effort into that. Here you go.
Yeah.
Here's a special chocolate bar. It'd be like a full-sized one.
You're 18 and think you can still trick or treat? Here, you can have this special candy just for you.
Yeah.
Darren says he misses chocolate-covered AIDS. Great for pranks. Yes. I will say, though, fortunately, AIDS, that particular AIDS didn't really exist anymore by the time I realized it.
Never heard of it.
Oh, you've never heard of AIDS?
Nope.
Hold on.
Hey guys, sorry, something happened. I was away for the last 5 minutes if anybody was calling me.
Obviously, you're not saying anything.
It's like I'm going to the store, so all right. Hey, how much longer are you going, Vile?
Oh, probably as long as I feel like it.
So we got another half
Maybe
an hour.
until
Okay,
kids gives me a call or something, because since Mrs. Vile can't come on, I'm gonna probably hang out with the kids today.
okay. All right, I'm gonna pop in on my phone, so just keep an eye down for the next 2 minutes.
All right. Well, hold on. I'm trying to bring up a picture for JP's here. There we go. It's a small picture, but that's the appetite suppressant candy, AIDS. So you've never heard of that before, JP's?
No, not at all. Must have been a U.S.-based thing, because it was a lot of stuff we don't see up here in Canada.
I like the fact that it confirms it works right on the box.
Well, unfortunately, the candy existed, I think, from like the 50s or 60s, maybe even before that. I'm not sure. But because of the AIDS crisis in the 80s, people stopped buying it because of the name association, even though it's spelled differently. And as far as I know, by the 90s, it either changed its name or stopped existing.
Probably had speed in it as well.
Well, I just flipped a couple switches on the electrical box and nothing's happening. So I have no idea what's going on with these outlets. Damn.
They're dead.
Is it just one outlet or what?
No, it's two. One on each side of the walls. One wall is
one outlet. It could be the same breaker.
I just flipped the switch and it's nothing. Nothing's going on. So I got to wait till tomorrow for the electrician to get here.
No, but
is there anything else in your apartment that's out?
No, it's
okay.
Did you check your refrigerator or anything?
Is your refrigerator running?
I'm not going to feel like chasing it, but it's still on. The refrigerator is still on. The TV is still plugged in.
I was just wondering if it's possible that an entire pole is down.
No, it's just my two outlets.
Was there a noise or anything?
No, it just stopped because my speaker was plugged in, and all of a sudden it just went boop, no noise. Like what? I thought my speaker popped out. So
no
the
smell.
Battery. Nope, no smell whatsoever. There's nothing burning. Yeah. I thought my speaker just went out until I noticed that my light on the charger cord was not working. That's when I realized the outlet's not working.
And you've tried more than one breaker?
Yep.
Because sometimes they kick, but it barely looks like they've even kicked.
I got 3 switches in the hallways for my unit, and I flipped all 3. So I gotta wait for the electrician to get here tomorrow.
Lucky you even have a breaker box in your apartment.
No, it's right outside the hallway. I flipped mine, not the neighbors.
All right.
Your
JP,
breaker box is outside your
has
apartment?
cocaine in it, or what did you say? Speed?
Speed, yeah.
I just checked. Apparently, it used to contain benzocaine.
Okay.
Which is basically a pain suppressant. But the later formula removed the benzocaine and replaced it with phenylpropylene.
That's better.
Basically a decongestant instead of a pain reliever.
Yeah, but you take enough of that stuff and you're wasted.
So, yeah. And it is in the molecule is considered in the amphetamine chemical class.
Yeah.
So, yeah. It's funny you said it contains speed. Probably contains speed. You were technically right.
Anything back then, it's like, speed, woohoo, let's throw it in there.
Reminds me of how Corona beer pushed to get the coronavirus changed to COVID in the common vernacular. Well, the virus itself is SARS-CoV-2, and Corona is a type of virus that SARS-CoV-2 fits into. It would be like calling it
LDG mute.
It'd be like calling I don't know. It'd be like calling a bird a dinosaur.
They could have just called it SARS-CoV-2, which is what it is then.
Well, no, the reason it's the virus is one thing, the disease is another. I don't know if that makes sense. Viruses cause the disease, but the disease is not always named after the virus. Does that make sense?
Lou Gehrig.
Like we were talking about AIDS earlier. If you're talking about AIDS, the disease, it's caused by the HIV virus.
What about Lou Gehrig's disease? It's not caused by Lou Gehrig.
But I'm talking about viral diseases, dumbass.
Sorry, I can't do the but I'll just do it like that. But
I had to, man.
Well, there is a
All I
proper
can think
name
of
for
is
Lou
when you
Gehrig's disease.
It's just like people who suffer from Stockholm disease. It doesn't mean they're actually in Stockholm.
Stockholm syndrome.
You know, it's funny how I just realized that Lou Gehrig disease is LBG. wait, Lou Gehrig.
No, that'd be LGD.
Oh, LGD. Okay.
Yeah.
Dyslexic.
LDG stands for little dick guy.
Or should I just say shut the hell up?
Thank you, Dandelion.
Yes.
I couldn't remember the other name of Lou Gehrig's.
Thank you, Dandelion.
Oh, my phone made a sound. I have friends.
Well, are you sure that's your phone?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the only phone in the apartment.
Okay, because you got friends. I'm like, wait, is that your phone?
No, it's the guy hiding in his closet's phone.
Oh, okay. You're hidden squatter.
Well, I better start charging them rent then.
Actually, have you ever heard of those stories about like someone living in your house and you didn't realize it?
I've seen those videos.
It's all bullshit.
I've seen those videos. It's not bullshit.
Yeah, it is.
Let's see. I want to.
Oh, that's unfortunate, Dandelion.
Sorry to hear that.
It's not all bullshit. There's been a lot of confirmed accounts of people who have lived in other people's houses without them realizing it. Usually an attic or
90% of it is bullshit.
What do you mean 90% of it is?
90% of it.
What is bullshit?
The claims that you see on the internet.
I'm talking about verified, as in where the police were actually called and caught the people.
The instances, I'm saying instances reported on the internet, 90% of them are complete hogwash. Bullshit.
Well, Nikola Tesla once said everything on the internet is true. So, hey. I saw that meme on the internet, so it must be true.
What is the thing? Now I can't remember.
The Thing? That's a good John Carpenter movie. Ba-dum-bum.
I can agree there, Darren.
If you have a house big enough for someone to secretly live in, you need a smaller house. Yeah.
Oh, so by the way, we had a further conversation, Vile, about eggs, if you're interested.
I
are
totally
yummy.
wrapped. I let me get ready. Go ahead and start right now. Oh, we lost LDG. I'm so sorry.
Part one was oh, very funny. But fuck. So the the original comment was, can you have a scrambled omelet, right? So then we took it one step further when we were talking about wet eggs. I mean, not wet eggs. I'm sorry, soft eggs. And I'm like, how the f do you cook eggs soft? Like, you cook them
Sunny
or you
side.
don't cook them. I mean, like, is hard eggs like well done, hard as a rock? Like, I don't get it. Like, and then we found out that no, in fact, just like you drive in a parkway and park in a driveway, soft eggs means wet eggs, and
To me,
hard
soft
eggs
egg.
mean dry
Well, I mean,
eggs. So you leave them just
Listen.
a little bit wet. I'm like, what the f? Why the f would you call them soft eggs? They're wet eggs.
well, if you hold on, have
Doesn't
you
mean the
never
eggs took
had
a shower.
soft-boiled eggs?
That's something different because the shell's still on. But a soft egg to me
Well,
is
yeah, I get soft boiled. Okay, soft boiled is a good one.
okay.
But soft, okay, scrambled soft eggs. That's the original comment was scrambled soft eggs. You like your scrambled eggs soft.
Which means they're usually still running.
Yes, exactly. Which that means they're wet eggs. They're not soft.
It means they're
They're not
soft.
softer. It's not fluff. They're wet. I mean, that's like saying I'm gonna take a soft shower. I mean, what?
Soft shower is good.
Hey, Mike, I found something LDG.
What
might
is
be
the hell is a
interested in.
soft shower? It doesn't make sense.
Makes
You're
perfect
either
sense.
wet or you're not wet.
When you've got
I
a shower head that has 10 settings on it.
New Twitter
Oh,
rules.
you mean pressure?
Hey guys, there's some new Twitter rules
Then
here.
how do you have a soft bath?
Soft pat. You add those salt things into the water.
Okay, so soft just means whatever the fuck. We're just using soft as a default. Then that's the whole point, right? We're
Yep.
just we're taking the word soft because it sounds better, and it just means something completely different depending on what you're talking about.
Like,
I love English.
I like my sunny side eggs soft.
Hey guys,
like soft sex.
This was just posted about the new Twitter rules about posting information on basically usernames and other platforms. I think you might like this, LDG.
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't know if he can read. I think he's driving.
I can't
It
read.
says-
I'm on my phone. You got
Okay, it
hold
says
up,
it says we recognize that many of our users are active on other social media platforms. However, we will no longer allow free promotion of certain social media platforms on Twitter.
Good.
Specifically, we will remove accounts created solely for the purpose of promoting other social platforms and contents that contains links for or usernames for the following platforms.
Holy.
I know: Facebook, Instagram, Mastodon, True Social, Tribe, Nostr, never heard of that, and Post.
Doesn't mean that you
how that
can't
one
post
chick
a
got
link
banned?
to Twitter, to Facebook, or any of that stuff. It means they're going to remove accounts whose only purpose
It's
is
for
to send links to
spamming,
Facebook.
basically. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. They're just spamming accounts.
That's why
It's
she
nothing
got banned. That
anybody has
lady,
to
I can't
worry
remember
about.
her name, because she only had she created an account and she only had 3 posts, and they were mainly to send people somewhere else. And she literally said
All right,
that
I
today.
finally found it.
What's that lady's name?
Basically, if you create a Twitter account that promotes your stream, like, hey, go here, go here, go here, that's no longer allowed.
Should never have been allowed.
JP's,
What?
look up one day the Spider-Man of Denver, or the Denver Spider-Man,
Why? It's got
because
the
that
word
was
spider in
a
it.
guy who lived in someone's house for 9 months. He also killed the person. So, but yeah, he lived in their attic for 9 months before they killed him.
They killed him or he killed them?
He killed the person living there.
He was living in the person's house, or the
For 9
person who
months
found
and
him
then killed
living?
him. He was
Wait,
living
what?
in their attic.
Who died? The person who was supposed to be there, or the person who wasn't?
The homeowner was killed by the person who was
Okay,
living in
then
their
the guy's
house.
an asshole.
So then he just took over the house.
So he's just a fucking common thief, murderer,
The story is he was a drifter who,
common
basically,
drifter.
yeah, he was. As I said, look it up. It's a funny story, not a funny story, but it's a interesting story.
Had it been the other way, it might have been a funny story.
And then, what was the other thing I listened to recently?
By the way, sorry guys. By the way, this thing here is mainly because Elon has a problem with Mastodon, and people post some screenshots of their username on Mastodon, and it's basically
It's
says
because he doesn't want people fucking scamming his traffic. Okay, that no site would allow that. Why it has to even be put into a separate tweet is it's part of the terms of service to begin with.
He doesn't want competition. It's competition.
It's just because you have a massive hard-on for fucking Elon Musk.
I don't have a massive hard-on for Elon Musk. I fucking hate that asshole.
Exactly, you hate him. That's the only reason it's worth bringing up.
The only reason I agree with him pointing it out, Bert, is because it's complete hypocritical.
No, it's not hypocritical.
Yes, it is.
Spam has been against the terms of service from the very beginning.
No, what I mean, one, it's not necessarily spam in the
it
way
is
he's
absolutely spam.
If all you're
doing is trying to send people somewhere else, it's spam.
No.
Yes.
Like, for instance, I've been blocked by Elon Musk.
I doubt Elon Musk blocked you.
I am blocked right now by Elon Musk.
He personally blocked you.
Yes.
No, he has probably subscribed to a block list that blocks you.
Either way, I'm blocked by Elon Musk, and it's because I was being critical of him.
He's open to free speech too. He doesn't.
No,
have
he's
to
not.
listen to...
No, he's
yes,
not.
he is.
He is totally against it.
God.
He is allowed to practice it. He is practicing free speech by saying, "I don't want to hear you."
Okay,
but still allowed.
There's a huge difference between.
Are you allowed on Twitter?
Sorry?
Does he allow you to have an account on Twitter? The answer is yes.
Sorry, I was reading Dandelion's comments. I didn't realize.
Yeah, you have to be allowed. You have to be allowed it, but yeah, it's not actually free.
By allowing you to have an account on Twitter.
He's not allowing journalists.
Free speech doesn't mean he has to listen to what you have to say.
Don't like my stream?
He blocked journalists from having a Twitter account because he said something negative about him.
I don't give a shit what he did to those CNN facts.
He can do whatever he wants. It's his.
Okay?
It's not.
I have no trust that those CNN people were acting rationally or legally or whatever to begin with. We have zero respect for them. Every time he's done something legitimate, I've called him out on it. I called him out. The guy blocking the guy who was tracking his plane. That was bullshit. That was a double standard. I completely agree. But it doesn't make me hate the guy. He's fucking human.
The CNN reporter was banned because he retweeted the location of the plane guy. That's one of the reasons why he was banned. He tweeted that.
As long as you're.
Well, you know what? If you see somebody getting banned for doing something.
Hold on. I want to respond to Dandelion. I just want to say I don't want her to think that I'm trying to alienate her specifically from this because of the whole pissing contest and petty bickering stream. I've had I gotta hurt my feelings, and I don't want her to not like my stream. Sorry.
Also, do I have to kick your ass for making fun of Dandelion?
No, I'm not making fun of her. I want her to like the stream.
Oh.
That's the thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but you can't be liked by everybody, so.
No, but just because Elon's practicing free speech doesn't mean it's actually free speech. He's practicing it. He's trying to get there. He's failing horribly in my eyes, but we'll see what happens. It's still kind of new.
Well,
I think he's doing a better job than Twitter did previously.
Well, he turned Twitter into a demo program. Twitter's a goddamn demo until you get blue. Then you get full version.
He doesn't have his blue check mark yet.
If Captain Fandom can get one, then I should be able to get 5. Okay.
I was reading the sensitivity, Dandelion. I know how the stream sometimes it gets. And
Sometimes.
because,
What do you mean sometimes?
we usually have a bunch of fat white guys on the stream who like to argue.
I'm not white.
Yes, you are.
You're white enough.
My lighter's white. Look at it. I'm not white. My lighter's white.
You're also
I love
not
you,
really
Elihu.
but I'm just lumping you in because it's funnier.
Yeah. Let's not turn this into a salty stream. Oh, I mean that as actual salty, not salty. Maybe.
I don't. JPs, are you bald, fat, or white?
I'm bald, fat.
Bald, 4 out of 5 are at least bald white guys.
Half white and half brown.
Hey, bald is an evolutionary trait. You do know that, right?
I'm not bald. I got hair.
People who are bald are highly evolved.
No, that's just we get so much action it rubs the hair off the top of our head from hitting the headboard.
Hair protects the de-evolved.
You're bottom. Okay, you're bottom. Okay.
Or what?
Yeah, we have to do less work then. Cowboy ride.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, I can. No worries.
Daily hike. Supposed to get colder and snowier today.
Colder.
Oh,
Dandelion. Come on. Colder.
You're Canadian?
Yeah, I'll be honest with you, Dandelion. Where I live here in
you know that?
California, we don't know how to fucking drive in the snow either.
JP's is Canadian.
It's minus 24 degrees in Fairbanks.
Dandelion.
Dandelions.
Oh yeah, she's Canadian too.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm gonna get colder weather than you.
Oh, phone call. Hopefully it's a robocall. Let's see if hey, listen, if this is a robocall, don't drop me down. I want you to hear this.
Okay.
See how long we can drag them on.
Thank you for calling. How may I help you?
We can't hear them.
Hello, Bob? Yes, Bob.
Pickle Emporium.
What's wrong with my computer, Bob? Oh, really?
We can't hear
Yeah, it's
Bob.
running.
We can't hear Bob.
I should go catch it? Okay.
You know that was a
very funny. Yeah, no, it was a real
Never
call.
happened.
It was
no
a
Bob.
call. It just there was no Bob, but it was a real. Wait, I get phone calls sometimes where I don't hear anything and the phone hangs up like 5 seconds later.
Yeah.
I still don't know what those are. I think they're just trying to record you saying hello so they can put your voice through a deep fake audio machine.
No, LDG, it's a way of tracking when you're actually willing to answer the phone.
Yeah.
They'll call you from another number later on.
Oh, I thought of that too. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I'll get into the next call. Is going to be bullshit.
She just lives in Canada.
I didn't want Dandelion to feel bad because this is what I'm going to deal with. Much colder weather than you.
Yvette says she's a British citizen.
Yeah,
that
but
weather?
you put it in Fahrenheit. She has no idea what those numbers mean.
Yeah, change it to Celsius.
Oh,
Real-
sorry about that.
Real measurement.
How do I change this to Celsius? Shit.
Real measurement?
Some
What?
scientist you are.
How do I change this to Celsius on this website?
Upper right-hand corner says you.
Put it in your head, man.
I see it. F C.
Divided by 2 minus 32 or
There
some
we
shit.
go. There we go. Celsius. Let it refresh.
12.2.
I don't see an update yet.
There it
Real
is.
scientists use Kelvin.
Yeah.
Real scientists use Kelvin.
Those
Here we go.
temperatures are a daily basis here, so suck it up, Buttercup.
This is Celsius, okay? There you go, Dandelion. That's not cold.
Oh, yeah.
That's not cold.
Yeah. I'm afraid it's a little cold in San
262.51
Diego.
Kelvin. There you go.
Right now it's 60 degrees outside.
Right now it's 47 here.
That's perfect. That's still short wearing weather.
I gotta switch this back to Fahrenheit, damn it.
And for our friends who don't use freedom units, it's 15 degrees
You mean
Celsius
fucked up
in
units.
San Diego right now. So yeah, it's really cold here. Yeah,
Metric system is best system.
I might have to run my air conditioner later on.
I might go swimming. little warm.
Hopefully, you'll have electricity to run it.
Right?
It's just 2 outlets, man.
Oh, I'm in San Diego. We always have plenty of power. You're talking about northern San Diego or northern California that runs out of power.
I'm in Central California, not Northern.
Everything is Northern California to me. Elihu, I'm in San Diego.
North of LA, it's Northern California.
Yeah, Dandelion. If you used to live in Edmonton, then you know what it's like living in Winnipeg.
Yeah. And yes, I have thermal underwear. I'm not going to freeze my balls off.
God, I'll never forget when
underwear. It's long johns.
When I was traveling across the country, and I didn't realize the sudden snowstorms were a thing. So since I was traveling, I had changed into t-shirt and shorts with my flip-flops, and I went across the street to get coffee, and it started snowing that night. So I wasn't really planning on cold weather gear. So it's, 6 inches of snow, and I'm walking around in flip-flops, t-shirt, and shorts, and everyone thought I was fucking nuts.
Well, you do realize it gets warmer when it snows, right?
Yes, but is it still flip-flops and t-shirt time?
It's t-shirt, shorts, and shoes time.
I had flip-flops on.
Meh. I used to have, when I worked at 7-Eleven, used to have this old Filipino dude that would come there every day, and he would be in his little flip-flops, and he lived like 3 blocks away. He'd be showing up in wintertime. It was like minus 40 Celsius out in his flip-flops.
That's 2 degrees. Jeez.
He had to buy his like $90 worth of lottery tickets every single day. I swear that's what he used for his source of income.
I don't understand how people could do that. That, to me, lotteries are a waste of money.
Got $1 in a dream. Got to be in it to win it.
I would say 7 days out of the week, he would be winning anywhere from 4 to 5 out of those days. It'd be like $10-20 here. Sometimes the most payout he actually had to go in and collect was like $2,700.
Yeah, anything over 500, the store can't pay out.
Oh hell no! Us, it was anything over 100.
Oh, here it's anything over 500.
That's crazy. That's you just asking to be robbed.
I don't know. I had a guy try to rob me over a PlayStation 3.
I'd be laughing at that point. Like, here, go take it.
I had an option to play PlayStation 3 on my hotel in
JP,
Honolulu.
I'll tell you the whole story.
Yeah.
Guy said he wanted to buy it off me. This was before I'd opened the eBay store. I was selling on Craigslist.
Asking for problems.
This guy pulls a 22 on me. No magazine in it. Okay. Or no clip in it. Sorry. Wrong vernacular. Which at most meant he had one in the chamber. And he pulls the gun on me. And of course, as soon as he pulled the gun on me saying, I'll just take the PlayStation, he had no cash on him. And when the guy pulled the gun on me, the first thing I did is I pissed myself. All right. Because again.
But if you recognize it's a 22, you should have just turned and said, that's just going to tickle, right?
Well, it took me a few seconds to realize it was a 22 and that there wasn't a clip in it.
Mm-hmm.
But so the first thing I did was I pissed myself. Then I realized what it was. Then I beat the crap out of the guy. Then I sat on him while calling the El Cajon Police Department, which even though they were right across the fucking street. So yes, this guy tried to mug me across the street from the El Cajon Police Department at the time.
Oh boy.
Nobody in the office.
It still took them 30 minutes to arrive.
Yeah.
But fortunately, there was a security guard who managed the property or looked after the property that this occurred on, and he actually had handcuffs, and he handcuffed the guy after I told the story and everything. But it was really funny that this guy was like, because as I said, I didn't know what to do, so I literally just sat my fat ass on him Like I was sitting on the floor, Indian style, cross-legged. I literally just sat on him in my piss-soaked jeans, with him complaining that it smelled like piss. And we waited for the cops to arrive. Me and the security guard. But yeah, that was the first time I was, well, technically it was the second time I was attempted mugged, but first time I don't count.
It's never happened to me yet.
I think at the time I weighed about 300.
Well, let's correct that. It's never been someone attempted to pull his knife, but he couldn't find it. And then I just shut the door, and the door automatically locks. And I was on the other side of the door. I just kept saying, "Okay, where's your knife now, buddy?" Just because I wouldn't let him into our building.
Yeah, we had back when I lived in Lakeside, I lived in a gated community, and people had to be buzzed into the thing. And
Wow.
we'd get people trying to cut through the complex just to save time, and they'd dial up every single number trying to let someone let them in.
That $90 hotel is now $115. It just refreshed itself. Shit.
Did you disable your cookies like I told you to?
Yes.
That's why. I'm sure LDG could explain it even easier than I could. Yeah, they're using the cookies to track you and see how many times you'll refresh the page. Each time you refresh it, it's going to raise the price because they think you're really interested in it.
Okay.
What, you don't believe me?
Not everything's a conspiracy, okay?
I'm not saying it is.
It's not a conspiracy. They're using it. It's like the video I saw on about TikTok, and they're saying how TikTok, they're reading the terms and conditions, and basically what they're reading is they think that's what TikTok wants, but they don't realize that TikTok has access to your IP address, your phone, your device, what operating. This is something every single website has access to, and they're all using it. Okay, every single website has access to all the stuff that they're bitching about TikTok. TikTok is the only one who's actually telling you they have access to it.
No,
your browser shares all that information when you visit a website.
And all the websites you use, even StreamYards right now is selling the information that
they're selling, free money. You're giving them free money. Okay, you're not denying them. I could create an app that says, okay, here, while you're on these websites, they will not know A, B, C, D, and E. Okay, because you're no one's stupid enough to make a program like that. They want that information because they're making money off of it, and they're banking on it.
Well, they could just give false information.
Well, to the companies? They could. I mean, you could. That's what I'm saying. One of the things that Prometheus would do would be flooding the default data streams with fake information. That basically poisoning the pot or souring the milk, so that way companies can't rely on that data that they right now currently enjoy a freedom. It's free money. It's free fucking money. There are companies that are paying them millions for that information. Huh? They're not buying it. No, it's free for them. It's free for the company like Chrome. Chrome is sucking you dry right now, and they're selling that's free milk. You're giving them free milk. They're literally sucking your nipple and taking you for everything you have and making $1 off of it.
Not necessarily, because I still
nobody cares.
I still get to use the aspects of it that I want, and the only price of it is whatever data they.
You're really You're really going to argue against me on this, really? You of all people.
I'm going to say I don't care.
You don't care that if I said, oh, imagine if you could get like a $300 check every month if you just stopped doing it. You would still care?
No, because how would you sell your own information, LDG?
The same way they're selling it.
Later,
The same way they're selling it. Because if everybody actually kept their data would become, here's a word for you, valuable. Okay? If you actually kept your data, it would be valuable.
If companies had to pay for it like that, like you're talking about, it wouldn't be profitable for them, so they wouldn't buy it. That means the data is now worthless.
They have no choice now. Companies have changed their model. Companies run off of analytics. They literally make every decision moving forward based on analytics. They have no choice but to buy it, which they are already doing right now. They are already buying it. The only difference between what is now and what could be is who gets that money. Does Google get that money, or do you get that money?
Yeah, I'm going to agree with Darren. We're going to change topics because, LDG, I don't think you understand half of what you think.
Wait, stop that sentence. Try to re-say that sentence with "I don't understand."
Well, I've been rewatching Doctor Who when I with little time I have.
God, that's even worse of a topic.
Yeah,
that's a great topic to switch to.
I'm just trying to change it.
Change it to something else.
I got people who would rather hear a Prometheus rant than Doctor Who.
No,
I'd rather hear the values of the flat Earth theory.
Yeah, I'd rather hear about flat Earth. Yeah,
bring Darren up, please.
See, that's why Darren likes World of Warcraft, though. It's based on a flat model.
So is Elder Scrolls. So who cares?
Exactly.
Video games.
Well, there are a couple games who actually use a curved model.
And Minecraft uses a cubic world. Who cares?
Not a cubic world. It's what you're standing on.
Oh,
you can still have a sphere made out of rectangles.
Someone made an entire universe of Minecraft. Black hole, planets.
Bird, are you the only one whose head is like just throbbing right now?
Why is his head throbbing? I'm the one that has to deal with this logic.
Well, the other thing
We
is
all
I
have
finally
to deal with you
re-downloaded
dealing
Space
with it.
Engineers. I'm going to see if I can try to rebuild the SS Vile. Bird, are you? Do you still have Space Engineers at all?
I believe I definitely own the game. I don't know if it's installed anymore. Last I saw, it was like a ton of updates. I was like, it doesn't even look like a game I'd recognize anymore.
Don't you like that?
Yeah,
Bird?
it was like
You play a game for a while,
now.
stop,
I'm like, fuck.
and then all of a sudden there's like 20 plus updates, and you go to play it again, and you get all the updates done, and then you load the game, and you're like, what's this?
I went off this morning on a little piece of software I use. I have to monitor my oxygen and heart rate overnight. And so I have this ring that I wear that, records it.
Okay.
In the morning, it Bluetooths it up to my phone. And my phone shows me a graph of how the night was and gave it a number and tracks the number of times the oxygen dropped. It worked fine. It's been working for a year plus. Then all of a sudden today I went to do it and there was this mandatory update. Now it wants me to create an account. And cloud. They're just going to want to fucking sell my medical data. I hate to go back to the topic, but I knew once I saw this, I was like, this is a local thing. Why do I need to put it on a web? So I had to opt out. At least I could opt out of creating the account.
That's good.
For now.
That's good.
Still, they wanted my age, my gender, my weight. They're like, oh, you need to put correct answers because bullshit. The thing's been working for 2 years without any of this info. Now all of a sudden it needs my real answers for all these things to work right. So I knew that was bullshit, but I put it in because whatever. But then after this update, every fucking thing is completely different. Like I could figure it out, but I'm a fucking engineer. This shit was not for, if Mama Prey had to try to figure this out, she would probably just break down and cry. Mm-hmm. Most people I would imagine that are in the situation are not engineers.
No.
They would have given up a long time ago.
So they went
I figured it out, but I was like, this is, so there was a feedback option. And And most of the time, I wouldn't waste my time. But this particular company, I wrote them once, and their CEO wrote me back directly, and we spoke back and forth for a while. So I did go ahead and I re-rated it in this feedback. I was like, there should have been an optional update. There should have been weeks worth of warning that this update was coming. The people that are dependent on this shit, dependent on this device, they're not ready to see all these changes. They're going to wake up and they're not going to have any idea. They think it's going to take 5 minutes to get their data like it always does. And now all of a sudden they want to create an account in the early morning. I was like, I could barely see at that time. I didn't have my glasses on yet. And this account wanted all this shit. I was like, this was done completely wrong. Blah, blah, blah. I just went off on it. And in the end, I mean, it still does most of what it used to do, but like it lost features after an update. It literally lost features. It doesn't count the number of drops anymore in your.
Why don't you just not install it?
It was already installed.
Yeah.
It was already.
That means it was connected online. Okay, I thought it was when you said local. That means local.
It's an Android app on my Android phone, so there wasn't any option to not upgrade. Yesterday it was the old version. Yeah. Today it was the new version. There was no way to go back.
Okay, so not technically a local app because of that then.
Right.
Any connection to the internet immediately makes it non-local.
Right, but there wasn't a account.
But I get what you were saying though. It should be local. It should have nothing to do with connecting or nothing. It should be a standalone app. Once it's installed, it does its freaking job.
But being the way Android works,
keeps the forcing updates. Mm-hmm.
Bird, with that program, could you actually watch your stats live?
Yes, actually, I could.
That's interesting. That's cool.
But
that should be a default.
On the ring I'm wearing, I can watch the stats live as well.
Okay.
So,
yeah.
Have you ever got the notification that you're dead?
Honestly, I actually got notification that my heart rate had dropped to undetectable levels, but I'm 99% sure it's
your heart is no longer beating. Notification.
Yeah, I'm 99% sure the actual problem was with the ring and not my heart. The first time it scared the shit out of me.
Years and years ago, a friend of mine asked me to help out his mom for a couple of weeks while she was recovering from surgery in the hospital. Yeah, so basically I would swing by, pick her up, take her grocery shopping because she wasn't able to drive at the time. And when she was at home, she had to be connected to a couple of these machines and stuff. And one of the machines, when she was connected to it, I stopped by and the machine basically said, warning, you're not breathing. Warning, you're not breathing.
Something wrong.
Warning, you're not breathing.
That's doing that for hours.
Kind of like the haunted Alexas. Wow. Hey, I'm going to take off because... Oh, hey, Joe. I'm going to take off because I'm getting hungry. I need to eat.
Because why?
I'm hungry and I need to eat.
Oh, that would be a good reason.
Yeah.
Hopefully you're enjoying putting up the tree, Jill. We are...
we have Christmas trees.
We technically have a Christmas tree that we keep up year round because this is Southern California. The tree we have is a palm tree. I'm not kidding. We just decorate it with Christmas lights at Christmas time.
I don't do trees. Okay, I'm gonna take off. Later, weirdos.
All right, later.
Anti-derivative Jill yesterday played 4 episodes of Deep Space Nine on Cosme. 4 excellent episodes, including Rejoined, which is where Kissing Dax came from.
Yep.
And Little Green Men.
Oh, God.
And 2 more episodes with a great afternoon. Saturday DS9 afternoon. You
No,
think they're
I'm not
going to be
enjoying it,
more?
but I love my babies. So you're putting it up for the kids. That I can understand.
You
Back when
don't
I had
have I would have think
Caddy,
you'd have a ton of Star Trek Christmas ornaments. It'd be fun. I mean, I have my bird of prey ornament somewhere.
oh God, I stopped putting up the Christmas tree because of the hassle, and plus Caddy kind of grew out of it. I still have all my old Christmas ornaments somewhere in the storage unit. Hopefully, I'll find them when we go through it section.
Don't get me wrong, we do have a tree here, but it's like one of those ones that's all in one. All you have to do is pull it out of the box, and it has all the decorations still on it. And it's maybe 2 or 3 feet high. Tiny little thing, because we only live in a 450 square foot apartment.
Mm-hmm.
But the problem is we have a cat.
Ah. No, we had a pre-lit Christmas tree, but we still hung the ornaments on it.
Sorry.
This thing was kind of cool because it was all fiber optic, so you couldn't really see the lights until you turned them on, and it only showed like, even though the light the cables for the lights went all through the tree, you could only see the light from the ends, which was kind of cool.
I remember growing up, I had one of those little fiber optic weirdo type things. It was like 50 to 80 strands of fiber optics. It was just like a light that would run straight up through a base, and the fiber optics would like bloom out like the treetop.
Mm-hmm.
And they'd be all different colors, so you'd turn it on and you'd use it as like a night light or something. Pretty sure
that's basically what this tree was. She says she does have a Tribbles ornament, though. God, I don't know.
How
Christmas
can you
trees
tell if
always
it's a Tribbles
I think I
ornament,
agree
not
with
a
Jill. They're kind of a hassle. That's why she's probably not enjoying it. But you do it for your kids. Then once they grow out of it, you're fine.
Yeah. That's what I said about Barney and Teletubbies.
Yeah, but don't you still watch Teletubbies?
What?
Don't you still watch Teletubbies?
No.
I've never seen an episode of either of them.
That's not. Yeah, that. No.
Unfortunately, I have to say I have seen episodes of it because of kids.
One of the benefits of not having Rugrats are crotch demons.
Yeah, but I love my little demons.
No, thank you. Too much responsibility, too much money, too much growing up to be just like me.
Oh, that's the best part, is when you tell them that you're
not.
just like you, and then they get mad.
The world doesn't need another one. The line ends here.
This far, no further.
And then we smash all our little toys.
So basically, I'm the only one on the stream right now that actually has kids.
That sounds like a you problem. I am just the pull-out king.
The only problem is my kids don't really like me.
They're not supposed to.
Well, what I mean is, like
that's another
yesterday I went to
problem with this
visit
day and age.
Patty while she was working. She works at one of the McDonald's near one of my stores. So after work, I stopped by just to say hi and get some food and stuff. But she was embarrassed, because her dad shows up to her work. And
oh, of course.
And of course I had to do it. And she was like, I hate you.
You say a bunch of embarrassing stuff. You burp, you fart.
But that's one of the best parts about being a parent is embarrassing your kids. I mean, when she was younger, every time I drop her off at school, I would go, "I love you, sweetie. I love you. I love you. My little girl, I love you."
So the best part of having kids is tormenting another human being.
Yep.
That's fucked up. Mind you, I would take far too much pleasure in that too. So it's a good thing we never had any. Because they'd all turn into like narcissistic psychopaths and go on murdering rampages.
All right. Your stream starts in like 20 minutes, doesn't it, Bird?
No, it doesn't. 40 minutes. 3 o'clock.
2:30. So
2:30.
40 minutes. 50
It's
minutes.
only 12:41.
12:41. So 45 minutes.
Mm.
I don't know why I thought it started earlier than that.
I'm
looks
sorry,
like
Bird.
one of my kids at least got her phone back. And she just posted a TikTok.
I do like seeing your streams, but I'm just not a big Twilight Zone fan.
Not for everyone, no worries.
No, I watched them all when they were on TV, except for the black and whites, but it was good enough the first time around.
What's funny is I never really watched the 80s versions, and that's the one he's doing now. I swung by last week, but after my stream, I ended up taking a nap. I wasn't expecting to, but it's just like sometimes you just fall asleep and you can't stop yourself.
No, I've got to wait until someone gets up, and then I can start cleaning my office here, because I've got 2 or 3 motherboards all over the place, anti-static bags all over the place, and I got a vacuum, so it's a disaster in this place. Nothing like computer parts everywhere.
All right, so I got another one here to shock some people.
Ding!
Sorry, that's my kid's mom. She's messaging me, telling me that it's okay to pick up the kids, but one of them is grounded from all electronics.
That's more impressive.
What the fuck? Wait, did he just swing him around? What?
The guy in the
blue
is far more impressive than the one.
Oh, man.
He was probably like a gymnast or something.
Oh, man.
That's why he's got such a small stature and not a body built like the other dude. One of those guys on the pommel horse.
That reminds me of the video of there's this muscle guy and someone like put a kick me sign or something on his back, and he couldn't freaking reach it because his muscles got in the way.
Yeah, I've seen that. Or a similar one where the guy had like almost no neck, and like his arms were like sticking out, has to turn sideways to go through a doorway.
Sorry. Now I was messaging Caddy too.
Whoa, she's awake?
Yeah, apparently she's awake now.
Oh, wow.
So at least 1 out of 4 is awake. It's only 11. It's only almost 11 my time, and only one of my kids is awake.
You need to invest in an air horn, buddy.
Well, Caddy lives with her friend, slash boyfriend's place. It's a weird situation. And then the younger kids live with their mom and grandparents. So my kids don't live with me. At least not until I can convince Mrs. Vial to have some. Hopefully she's not listening right now because she hates that.
You need more? No.
The world could use more Vial.
No.
And I'm officially out of coffee. So I'm going to have one more cigar, and then I'll go ahead and end the stream. So it'll be about 10, 15 minutes, depending on how long it takes me to smoke it. So what else you guys want to talk about while I smoke this last one?
I don't know.
No rant from Bird?
Sorry, I'm looking for, trying to restore an old file I had that I edited 9 days ago or 8 days ago and overwrote. And I
You have file history enabled?
Well, I know my backup does Backblaze, but I'm still trying to figure out how to get to it. And of course,
I just use Windows file history.
I would have had a copy on my NAS, but
NAS,
my NAS, my network attached storage.
Yes,
NAS.
We know what he's
NAS.
talking about. Yeah,
NAS.
Excuse me, Mr.
He was talking about rap music.
Yeah, cache.
Cache. Okay. I only say cache because when I told people that the problem was your cache, they said they're paying credit card.
Well, you should have explained it to them.
And I'm tired of explaining that I didn't mean their cash. Their money was no good.
Well, now you sound like an idiot. So.
Well, I have to sound like an idiot when you're talking to them. Best way to get an idiot to understand is to drop to the idiot's level.
And then you get
Not really.
You get used to being on their level.
Exactly.
Well, no, because I quickly rise back to the surface as soon as I'm done. But
not as
I don't like being.
When you sink that far below, you drowned.
Well, yeah, that's the trick. You got to not drown. That's what takes skill. Like when I come on this panel, as soon as I'm done this panel, I'm back to being myself.
Anyway.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's clearly,
here's one called.
Sorry.
No, go ahead. No, go ahead.
It clearly says that the versions are there, but then it doesn't say how.
Did you click it? Right click it? I'm just throwing it out there.
It's on a fucking web interface, so there.
Is there a check mark to the left that you have to check mark it first and then click a button? And sometimes they have a drop down menu at the top, so you have to select mark the check mark and then click the drop down menu, which is a set of actions. I think that's the way it is on can't think of it right. WordPress. They don't make it straightforward. You have to go around to get it.
Number 18. Every fucking time I have to restart to fucking redo the list of files and folders. It takes 35 seconds. to load in this list. I gotta go through.
And for those of you who
Alright.
felt ripped off by the way he said it,
Every fucking time.
there we go.
Bird, I just have a question for you. How many tabs do you have open right now?
All of them.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If I had to guess and multiply, I'd say 45. But let's see. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17, 18, 19, 20. No, not halfway yet. 21, 22. I think that's about halfway. 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30.
I got 24.
1, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46. This is tab
I have
46.
one right now.
And this is only this is in browser 2.
No wonder your computer's having a heart attack.
It's not having a heart attack. It's running just fine.
Mm-hmm.
What did I press? God damn it. D drive. D drive, not C drive. Safe data. Videos. YouTube productions.
All this just to get your thumbnail back.
And then inside YouTube productions is the videos folder. And then the thumbnails. Okay, and now we're going to scroll down to Twilight Zone, TWZ 85, Master. Okay, December 10th.
Ooh, Bird uses master folders.
Damn right.
Not racist at all.
Damn right it's not. Filter. Files backed up in the last week. No, I don't want to show hidden files.
Sorry, I'm texting my kid, and I'm like, "Okay, do you guys?" I asked her, "Do you three want to hang out today?" And she goes, "One does, one might, I don't."
How long are you going to take them to Violent Night?
I would not take them to that. Their mom would kill me.
Well, then say that you do it and say that you didn't. Starting to get a little hungry. Oh shit, it's 2:00.
Well, teenager, of course, she doesn't want to hang out, so I understand.
Well, it's not up to them.
She wants to hang out with her friends online because that's the only way she can hang out with her friends right now.
Miss Alondell's doing Stranger from Venus.
Yeah.
Oh, I bet
that
they're
sounds like a
talking
sex
about.
act.
Okay, I bet I don't have old versions. This is their B2 cloud storage, not personal backup. Son of a bitch. What a week. It just so happens that both my backups were lost. If my NAS or whatever backup had been working right, I'd have gotten the copy that way. But because of the computer reboot and Windows update and my own forgetting to change the setting,
there it is. Yeah,
that also screwed up. So I'm effed. Oh well. And we almost made it through the season.
What are you trying to get?
What about? Did you make it in Photoshop?
Yeah, I made it in Paint Shop Pro, which is like Photoshop.
Yay, someone still
Okay,
using
no. But Photoshop specifically, there's a backup folder in Photoshop. A lot of
Yeah, I
people don't know about.
disabled that shit. I don't want.
Damn, you're
copies of
batting
the
1,000.
If I wanted copies of the files everywhere, I'd make them myself.
Well, you do by telling it to do it for you.
Okay, you guys have fun. I am done. I will be out.
All right.
All right, take it easy, JPs.
Dinner.
Take care, JP.
Later, bud.
I'll
I'm
be
gonna
ending soon
going
anyway.
to get ready.
I love your faces. Bye-bye.
Oh no. Oi. Yeah, that was fun. All right, I got to get ready too. So,
All right. Well, I can go ahead and end the stream now. It's okay. I'll see you guys next week then.
Sorry, I
And
had
I'll
to
just end it with
jail.
later, folks.
Bye.
later.